Reach right now.
Yeah, I see a lot of people are picking up that PC version of Halo, and Master Chief Collection just came out too. So, um,
But didn't they already have the Master Chief collection? They just added Reach to it.
but all that came out today.
Wait a minute, hold on. So you mean to tell me they re-released the Master Chief collection just for Reach? Because they already released the Master. It was just without Reach.
No, not that I know of.
Yeah, they have Master Chief collection has already been out. They added Reach into that because they didn't have Reach in it.
Because I know Matt. I know. Oh, I see what you're saying. Talking about the entire package. Yeah. I thought you were talking about the actual release date.
Right.
Am I getting an echo?
I don't hear echo.
There's no echo on the channel, right?
Well, let me switch to it.
Okay. I hear one, and I think it's my headset.
Probably.
Bills, do you hear echo?
No.
You don't hear none?
All right, so
everybody say I sound good?
Yeah, I'm seeing people in the chat. Daniel already said I have the original. As far as the Master Chief, or as far as the Halo collection.
Oh, let me find out we got a weekly fan now with Daniel here. Y'all welcome. We added another person to the fan base.
And just imagine, we took a whole week off due to Thanksgiving. So
he's like, mind you, right? Mind you, Daniel's not even really like, he's not even like on Twitter like that. So for him to find it, it's just kind of dope.
Yeah, it's much appreciated.
Still trying to get that wrestling podcast with him, but we're gonna have to.
Know what? I know exactly what it is. It's this new headphones I got. It picks up my audio as well.
Oh damn!
Yeah, these headphones they're new, but they're picking up. They're picking up what I put, what's coming out as well, what's going in. So I'm gonna have to get my Beats headphones from downstairs.
There's no way for you to toggle that off.
Yeah, I think so.
Like on your computer, you should have like if you change the output device to just
I see mic. Let me go to sound settings.
Headset follies.
All right, what about now? Okay,
I never heard of echo.
Yeah,
y'all never heard it. No, I know y'all didn't. I'm talking so.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just talking to see if it here. Yeah, I was talking to see if it. Yeah, it's still there.
Do you have the channel up on your computer now? And have you hit mute yet?
No.
Do that.
It's just like it's always been.
Even with the mute button on, like if you hit the mute on the channel underneath where the volume setting, like you scroll your mouse over the main screen and you hit the mute on the volume, you'll still pick up your.
No, I got it set up like I normally have it. The only thing difference is I have this new headset on. I'm just gonna go get my Beats.
Yeah, because I have mine set up to where, well, I don't have my headphones hooked up to this computer.
Okay, because I got everything set up the same. It's just that.
Yeah, because these Turtle Beaches that I have like 3 PCs total at my desk. So one is it's an old gateway, but it's always, since it's plugged in, it's always powered on. And these Turtle Beaches have a USB connector, so I just hook it to that, so I don't get any other sound unless. And I think I have surround sound speakers here too, so I hook up the audio portion to the jack that's on this adapter, so I can only hear, but the mic is only picking up the mic that I'm using is the Snowball mic that's hooked into the computer. So the only thing that people are hearing is my voice coming from the Snowball and not from the Turtle Beach mic. And I'm only hearing the audio from this.
I'm gonna go get my I'm gonna go ahead and get my beats because I'm still working on it. It ain't doing nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, please be patient with us, folks. We have got to find his beats. But, well, I figured while he's waiting for his beats, welcome to First and Framerates, episode 101.
The most controversial podcast in the sim community. I said it.
Apparently, and we're back after Thanksgiving break. I hope everybody enjoyed your meals. Even if you didn't celebrate Thanksgiving, your meals, your drinks, your partying. Some people's high school reunions. I know of 2 reunions that I was in a couple. Well, I was in one last year. That was our 20-year reunion. But I know my sister had her 10-year reunion on Saturday, and I think another class had their 20-year just on Friday.
And if you're one of them people that don't eat turkey, you're a weirdo.
All right.
Wait, hold on. It really depends on the moisture content of the. I can't eat dry turkey.
No, I feel you. But what I'm saying is, if you're a person that literally had dry turkey once and you're like, I don't eat turkey, so you're one of them people, you're a weirdo. Yeah, you've had bad turkey.
But all right. Can y'all hear me now? I'm good.
Yeah, we've been able to hear you. Can you hear yourself?
That's what I know. I'm just saying that out loud.
Ask the chat if there's still
no. Everybody, all of y'all are saying that y'all can hear me just fine. I was just saying that for myself, so it don't echo back in my ear because I'm the one that's having the problem.
Yeah, VF hearing voices in his head. That's what it's called.
I bought these new gaming. I bought these new gaming headsets, and that's strictly what it's for. It's not for what we're doing now.
Don't count your suit, buddy.
No team should do that. I mean, I don't know why. And that, let me tell you something. I've just been looking at people, this whole week or whatever. I've just been doing this whole thing. I've just been watching people on Twitter doing kind of crazy things, saying all kind of outlandish stuff. And I understand that's what fans do. Fans are fanatics, but it gets real tiring watching it. I just had to literally get away from Twitter because people have been saying some of the dumbest stuff about their teams, defending the indefensible. I'm like, dude,
we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
No, we don't. I don't want to get into it. I really don't.
No, we're not gonna get into. I don't want to get into them doing that. We're gonna get into just what happened the past week.
We're just gonna scratch the
because we haven't talked about football since.
Well, that's
solidarity. So.
Yeah, but that's totally different than talking about fans. It's just being.
I don't care about them, but we're gonna talk about them.
No, I get it. It's just that I'm just saying I've been watching it all week, the past week and a half that we haven't been doing a podcast, and it's just like, geez, like.
Well, I understand. It would have been nice to figure this out beforehand, but we have people listening, and we need to move on. How about that?
What are you talking about, DJ?
I'm just saying, let's get started. We're sitting here trying to figure out.
We're getting started, man.
That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying we got topics that we gotta go on and start talking about.
Oh, that's true. I mean, I understand the topics. And
we're already late.
It's just that when I see people say like certain things about the smallest things, they blow it up to the biggest thing. Like, yo, it's like you're not as big as you think you are. It's like your team is not that big as you say they are. It's like you're not running over everybody in the league. You're just winning games.
Man, we all know the history of it. Every team gets their comeuppance. So when that happens, it'll happen. It'll happen to the Ravens at some point. So
yeah, I'm not the one to say that it's going to happen to them. I'm just waiting for somebody for their downfall. It's just that pump your brakes sometimes. It's like you won a 3-point game, a hard-fought game. You didn't dominate anything. If you look at that game could have went either way. It's not like, I put it like this. They wouldn't want to play them on a neutral field. That is not raining, and they're not at home.
Well, technically,
you see what I'm saying?
Well, technically, they did play on a neutral site. It just happened to be the Super Bowl back in 2012, and the Ravens wound up winning.
Now, can you name one person that was on either team back in 2012 that played Sunday?
Doesn't matter. The two teams have a history.
Let's go to these topics. That was.
And it technically was lights out.
Anyway, The XFL, we're gonna talk about that. Their uniforms came out today. I think only half of them been revealed so far.
Let's get the intros first, man. We did
I'm gonna get to them. Console war. I want to talk about that because it's another thing with these people doing this fandom shit. Another reason why I put that up there.
Mhm.
And I have an interesting take on this Madden Championship tourney. I've watched a little bit of it, and some of these guys are actually playing straight up ball, and I was actually surprised.
You watch more than me. If you watched a minute, you watch more than me. So.
Yeah, no,
I'm here. I wasn't even aware there was a tourney.
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying, I was on Twitch because, I was tweaking things for my Twitch channel, and I just happened to see that Madden was up. So I was looking at it, and we'll get into it a little bit later, but some guys was not playing like janky football. It was actually decent football, and I was actually surprised. And we also have the Q&A that we do every Tuesday. So we're gonna start with the intros before we get into these topics. So Bills, how you been for the last week and a half?
I've been good. Just celebrated my mom's 60th birthday this past Saturday, so that was pretty dope. Or awesome. Sunday, I should say.
That is a milestone.
Yeah, my mom turned 60 back in August, so I know what you mean.
Both my parents are 60 and older now, so
yeah, it's just dope, man. So yeah, that was pretty fun. I broke my boycott of the NFL somewhat this weekend. More so out of boredom, just waiting to take her out on Sunday, and I had nothing to do, so I put on the Ravens game. But other than that, I've just been working, prepping for this third song I'm about to record this week, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's what's up, DJ. What's up with you? What's been going on with you?
Nothing. I took a week off from writing, and I definitely have something coming up because I've been playing State of Decay 2 all throughout this whole entire time, even through Thanksgiving, and I have quite the story. So be on the lookout for that. Other than that, watching the Redskins win the second week in a row, it's kind of crazy. Dwayne Haskins is improving week by week. It's getting better.
Hey, he missed the last snap to go. Yeah, that's all we care about.
Yeah, if you're Joe Theismann, I wouldn't talk. But yeah, Thanksgiving was good. Ate a whole bunch of food, and I didn't really drink a whole lot. I'm not much of a drinker anyway. But yeah, everything's been good. Well, except for I have a bone to pick with NBA 2K right now.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
So yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't bought the game. I can care less. But anyway, DJ's blog, he says he's writing. The link is down in the description. You can always catch that. Either link is fine. I don't know which one he prefers, but I have both in the description. Also,
you go to both. Go to both.
Right. He said go to both. And also, you catch us on iTunes, SoundCloud. That's also in the description. My Twitch channel, that link is in the description. I was not able to put DJ's link Twitch channel, but you can find him at DJ81 on Twitch.
It's D8J1.
I'm sorry, D8J1. I'm sorry.
Because somebody already has DJ81 for some reason. So I just switched a couple of things.
Yeah, D8J1. And I'll put that in. I'll put that link as well. Like I said, also you can find us on iTunes and SoundCloud. So always different avenues to catch us. A lot of things been going on with this copper situation. I told myself that I was going to go ahead and just keep the podcast on here. I don't think copper's going to really worry about us or the FTC. I did some more research on that, so the podcast will be here. But as far as live streams, like you've seen a few live streams I have on this channel, all that will be on the Twitch channel, so you can find all that over there. Nevertheless, as of right now, let's see, 1, 2, 3. There's only been 3 uniforms have been revealed so far for the XFL. I guess we can go into these and we can talk about the 3 that we see. Personally, these uniforms look like some stuff straight out of APF, and I'm not saying that in a bad way, because the ones from AAF look like stuff from APF in a bad way. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these up. I need to
now see all 8 XFL uniforms, helmets, and jerseys revealed.
Where are they? Where's the link? Because I need that link. Yeah, send that link because the link I have is only at the first 3. And
yeah, this was an hour ago. So
yeah, they're supposed to be updating as they go. I guess these people are, somebody about to lose their job. Well, anyway, where's the link?
I got you. Hold on, I'm gonna send it to the DM.
Cool.
There you go.
All right, there's in the DM, and I'm gonna move this, put that there, and all 8 should be. Oh yeah, I can see that website would have all 8 of them. Let's see. You sure this only got all 8 of them?
That's what it said.
No, I've seen this site before. It doesn't have all 8 of them.
Yeah, they only got the 3, just like the ones this one has.
So why they claim they had all 8 then?
Should read the headline.
It said all 8 XFL uniforms, helmets,
mm-hmm.
and jerseys revealed. That's what it
sure
said.
did. It sure does. It sure does.
Whole asses.
Well, anyway,
all 8.
I'm gonna stick with what I have right now until the other ones until the other ones come up. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen. Yeah, it works best with 2 monitors. I know.
Where's Noble's angry ass at?
Who knows?
He's probably screaming at a wall or something.
probably at work yelling at a customer about to get fired.
All right, do y'all see this?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Kind of small.
It's kind of small.
Yeah,
just blow it up a little bit.
Ooh, that's too big.
Not that big, it got. So she said.
I knew that was never mind.
Oh my god. Those look like
these are the DC Defenders ones.
You know what those look like? What was that red team in APF?
I don't know, but it looks more like Kansas City Chiefs or like the Houston
but no,
the university. It looked like the University of Houston uniform.
But here's the thing. The tweet that was put out, this is the XFL Defenders red, white, and ready to fight lightning stripes and stars uniform. I was just like, what are you?
Red, white, and ready to fight.
You're like, what the hell?
Hey, that sound dope and corny at the same time.
Dope red, and white, corny and a little racist.
Red, white, and ready to fight sounds like a white person whose face turned red and they're ready to beat somebody's ass.
Nah, you know what? I'm not even gonna go there.
Red,
not for
white,
politics.
And red, white,
and ready to fight. Were we in West Virginia all of a sudden?
Yeah, I like the little.
I don't have an issue with them.
I don't have an issue with that
basic
or the line.
As hell though.
They definitely
like
basic.
I said, like to me, like I said, it looks like the University of Houston or it looks like the Kansas City Chiefs uniform. Yellow.
Well, I tell you what, DC has 2 Ohio State quarterbacks at the helm at their 2 respective teams. So Cordell Jones with the Defenders and Dwayne Haskins, so they can really square off on them stats.
Yeah, so
possible.
I don't have a problem with these. And
what did you say? Similar to who the hell are the Tidians?
Tidians?
Titans.
I know
they probably meant Titans.
I know what he meant.
What Titans? What Titans he talking
about? Titans? Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the next ones. These are the Renegades.
No, basic colors are not always better.
Don't.
Okay, he's talking about those. Okay.
Oh,
those look like the Titans. Yeah.
Yeah, those look like the Renegades do. Don't APF have a logo that looks similar to that one on the helmet?
Yeah, I think we talked about that. It's the Cougars, right?
I don't know. I can't remember the name of the team, but this one does look really similar to the Titans. But
the Renegades.
Yeah.
It says it right there. It's the same exact name as it was
on APF?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And the funny thing was, I didn't even look. I like looked straight at the icon. The logo. I didn't even look at the team name and the nameplate on the back. And I was just like, yeah, all pro football had the Renegades. I was like,
you know what makes it looks like APF, like the
Yo,
number.
2K better jump in on this.
Hey,
use one of their teams.
I wouldn't be surprised. They probably already are, to be honest.
That's what
I called. We already work with you.
That's what I'm saying. I said if any team, if any league was gonna get 2K, it was gonna be XFL.
Right.
But
like I said, and like the numbers really stick out because you know how the numbers look kind of skinny and funky on APF.
Yeah.
The numbers of these jerseys look very similar to that. That's why I was like, these uniforms look a lot like APF uniforms.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one don't look bad at all. Let me look at the next one. New York Guardians. Like the numbers all look the same, but this looks
fucking
like
New York Browns. Look like the Cleveland Browns or Auburn.
They're black. They're black, silver, and red. How they look like? Huh?
Because look at the stripes. That's why I said it looks like Auburn. Look at the stripes. The stripes look like Auburn stripes.
Oh yeah, I mean the format does.
The format. Not the colors, but the format.
Yeah, I think more of a color. I do like the helmet. The helmet with that with the logo. That looks really good. That looks really good. I think these are the only 3 that's up so far. If other ones do get revealed by the end of the night, we will look at them and talk about them. But out of these 3, they look pretty good. They're not bad looking uniforms. They're way better than the old XFL uniforms. And as of right now, I think they got a slight edge over AAF. And AAF has some really good ones too.
Well, honestly, I think I would prefer if that red uniform had the white pants and maybe the red as an alternate.
You're talking about if it was like red and white pants.
But you know what?
White and red pants.
Yeah.
But you know what? There's another color I wish it had on there. If it had like a touch of blue in there, it would kind of be in unison with the Capitals and the Wizards and stuff like that, just to keep that DC theme going.
Gotcha. Yeah. But no, it don't look bad. I like the first 3. I'm gonna refresh and see if anything pops up. If they did an update. No, we're still waiting for the Tampa Bay Vipers, Seattle Dragons, St. Louis Battlehawks. That is a terrible name.
It's a fucking idiotic name. We roasted that name the first time we named it. We're like, what the hell?
LA Wildcats and the Roughnecks. The rest of the name's okay, but that Battlehawks. All right, whatever.
The Roughnecks sound like some ratchet chicks.
I know, right?
Sound like some bitches that fight in the street and get on World Star.
I'm trying to figure out which rap artist back in the day was it that used to sing that song. No, it was
MC Light. No, MC Light. MC Light had the Roughneck song.
Oh yeah, it was MC Light.
Yeah, MC Light had the Roughneck song.
But Queen Latifah had a similar song.
Yeah, she had a similar. I can't remember the name of it though. Man, MC Light, yo, she was dope. Well, anyway, any other things about the uniform so far? If
no.
You know, if the other ones show up, we'll talk about them or whatever. Y'all want to talk about a little bit NFL before we get in this console war stupidness?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean,
don't.
I put it.
Look, first off, no. we gotta address this shit. First off, I did not say nappy-headed hoes. I said ratchet bitches that were fighting. I didn't say race. I didn't even say what their hair was. I said ratchet bitches.
And I'm gonna put it like this: nowadays, you got white girls trying to have their hair like black girls, and their hair is nappy as fuck too.
Yeah, look at that white chick that was like, "Cash me outside."
Right.
She tried to act all black and shit.
So nappy-headed hoes just don't extend to one race. We just put it like that.
Don, I'm the spin.
I'm not really. If y'all want to do it, it's fine. I'm not really big on the picks or whatever. I really more just want to talk about the actual NFL because there are a lot of things that are interesting instead of who we think going to win or lose. But if y'all still want to do it, that's totally fine with me.
Well, we don't do picks until Thursday anyway.
No, that's true. But I'll just say
because Tuesdays we used to always review.
Well, we do the Thursday. We do the Thursday.
Thursday picks on Thursday.
You know, and now just saying that just in general. It's just not nothing like, you know, I mean, it's totally up to y'all. I don't care either way, but there's a lot of interesting things that we can jump back and forth on.
Wait a minute, hold
on. To figure out.
Did Pooh just say hoes mad? Well, shoot, the Eagles are mad. That's that trick ass play.
Hey, that play was dope though. That play was nice.
Man, come on. You mean to tell me that they didn't think the kicker wasn't gonna?
No,
the kicker was just lined up. They just let him through.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I could think Bills could have tested it. I don't think anybody thought that kicker was going to toss it to the punter. Nobody saw it. That's what make the play dope. Everybody thought he was just going to just try to make a run for it at the 3-yard line. But the fact that I'm dead serious. I did not see that coming. That's what make the play so awesome.
Well, I haven't seen it. Like I said, I only saw the Ravens game, some of it, and the Patriots game. I didn't pay attention to any of the football this past week as far as like highlights.
Right.
Well, I tell you what, Twitter never fails because they put it was a Star Wars reference to that play. had the guy was like, "It's a trap."
Well, I think the first thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, like I said, nobody really saw it coming. That's what makes it dope because everybody thought he was really going to try to run through 3 guys and just get stopped at the 1 or something.
I don't know about that. I think
you actually thought people knew that he was going to throw it to that guy?
I'm just saying, I've seen that formation many, many times, and they must have to think.
I agree.
Is he really going to? But the thing is, it's like you see regular plays where like guys just slip out and they're open. It's like the same thing.
But
it's
even
like
but even when a guy is open, the punter really. I mean that's the epitome of a trick play. Nobody saw it coming. A lot of people. That's why it's so big right now because nobody saw the kicker throwing the ball to the punter for a touchdown.
You got Jim Zorn sitting there like, damn, why didn't I think of that?
Exactly. Exactly. I get what you're saying because it's like if you play defense, you got to cover all your bases. But when you see a bootleg run by a kicker, you're not even thinking about who's behind him. You're just trying to kill the kicker because you're not even going to think the kicker's going to throw the ball anywhere. You'll be surprised if you throw it backwards. It's just that it was just one of those plays that's what made it so exciting. What you about to say, Bills?
Well, I gotta say the first thing I'll address this week, since we're talking about football and we'll talk about the NFL.
Oh, don't forget, you guys, it's Q&A day, so put your questions in if you got any.
So the first thing I'm gonna address is I'm happy that bitch ass Mason Rudolph has lost his fucking starting job.
I'm trying to figure
Delvin
out. That is karma, by the way.
And Pat McAfee has been preaching about Delvin Hodges pretty much since he's come out of college, and he's looking like a prophet right now. Granted, he probably does have some sort of vested interest in this because I think he might have gone to Oregon, but still, Delvin Hodges balled out. Actually went to Samford, so that makes no sense. I don't know why they're calling him the Duck. That's just weird now.
His last name, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
Or
But
first name.
Yeah, but anyway,
I'm sure they'll reveal it at some point.
I'll have to go back and look at what Pat McAfee was saying, but yeah, I mean, it's great to see Mason Rudolph's bitch ass get benched. You know what this is? This is basically the suspension I wanted for him. He just won't be on the field with his bum ass. So I'm happy about that. I had to bring that up.
Still getting paid though.
Fuck him. I didn't watch any of the game, but yeah, that just brings me joy.
No, it's just with him. It's like honestly, who gives a fuck? He wasn't that good anyway.
Fuck him.
That's what I'm saying.
But he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be. Remember, we talked about this and we joked about this, and everybody came at us like, "Oh, you don't know who Mason Rudolph is, right?" You remember we read that article about Mason Rudolph before he ever played it down when he got drafted. And we was like, really? This is the motherfucker who's going to take Ben Roethlisberger's job?
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm
looking back at that, it's fucking hilarious.
Even prior to him, getting hit over the head with the helmet, I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
I never gave a fuck about the dude anyway. I was like, all right, whatever. He's not playing. I mean, what else is new? It's like after Ben, after Big Ben went down, I kind of didn't really worry about the quarterback job of the Steelers because I just didn't know who was back there and who was going to play. It's just like whatever.
The other thing is, Cowboys had an ugly loss. I said I only watched 3 games, but I guess I'll count the Thursday games. I did watch the Bills and the Cowboys.
Was that an ugly game by the Cowboys or the Bills playing that good?
It was both. It was both.
Because I was kidding. Because I've been saying this all season. I think the Bills are just as good as they showing that they are.
The Bills are the real deal. Josh Allen has taken a true step forward. Everybody who said he'll never be an NFL quarterback, I just laugh at that.
And that's the only problem that they really have. He just need to tighten up. That's it. That's all he had to do.
Their defense is elite, and I mean elite.
I agree.
They have a running game. They're looking pretty formidable. Are they going to go to the Super Bowl? No. But
I'm not going to say they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but I'm going to be honest. If they get there, I wouldn't be surprised. Even with the way the Ravens are playing, even the way that the Patriots are playing, I would not be. I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a fuck about.
Here's what's scary. I'm gonna tell you what's scary about the Bills. If the Bills go on the road and they win their first game, might be against the Patriots. Who knows? They're gonna beat that team, I think. And then if they run into the Ravens, all bets are off.
This is the thing. The Bills are a talented team that you don't want to give momentum to.
And they're a road warrior type team. They play well on the road.
Home or away, they're a team that you don't want to give momentum to because that's why I say I would not be surprised if they do make it because with that momentum, if they have that momentum, they could be a problem for any team. I mean, right. I mean, it's wide open between like 4, maybe 5 teams, but like I said, it's not a lock because everybody has the Ravens lock, and in some cases they have the Patriots lock, and like I said, some people still have the Chiefs, which whatever. But my thing is like the Bills are a team that they're just as good, and the only thing they need is a spark. You give them a spark, they're going to be a problem.
So Pooh says VF and Bills both said this about the Cowboys months ago on a podcast. Way too talented, but they keep failing. Here's my thing. I know everybody's down on the Cowboys right now, which is fine. But I think the true indication of who the Cowboys are more so are the games where they dominated, not the games where they underperformed. Because come playoff time, I feel like we're going to see more of that team and less of the underperforming team right now.
I'll put it like this with the Cowboys. There's nothing wrong with the team but this right here. They need new coaching. There's no way around it at this point. They just need new coaching. You have all this talent on this team. What their record is now? 6-6. 6-6. They should be at least 9-3.
Yeah.
They should, you know what I'm saying? They've
lost games they have no business losing. Right. And yes, fine. The Bills game is, that fine. I'll take that. The Vikings one, that was an ugly loss.
Like I said, they shouldn't have lost to the Jets. And
that was a really ugly loss.
Right. They shouldn't have lost to the Jets. And there's like 3 more other games they should not have lost.
But it's like then they beat teams and you're like, holy shit, that's a good win. So it's like
right. It's purely like what everybody else saying in the chat right now. It's purely coaching. I mean, Daniel said it's coaching. Ravens Nation just said it was coaching. It makes no sense. You have a team this good making these mistakes.
You're talking about them winning the division at 8-8 or 7-9, but the Seahawks did that and went to the NFC Championship. So I'm not fazed about that.
Right.
I don't care what their record is. I care about what the team looks like going into the playoffs. I don't care what records mean. Absolutely nothing. I was as bitter as could be when I was a Saints fan back in the day, and they had to march into Seattle because I knew we were going to fucking lose that game. And the Saints had a way better record in Seattle that year. Record doesn't mean anything.
You really have to look at how teams are built this season. Like you see a team like the Chiefs. Everybody want to talk about how high flying the Chiefs are, but I mean. You look at their defense. The defense actually played a little bit decent this time, but their defense is not that good. Don't let that one game fool you. You look at the Ravens and the 49ers. You look at the Patriots, even the Bills, like we just talked about them. Their defenses are stacked. You have, like, even with the New Orleans Saints defense isn't that good, but they haven't given up a 100-yard rushing. That means a lot. They haven't given up a 100-yard rushing in 34 games. That means a lot. Now, can he be had? I mean, you see what the Falcons did to him. The first game. You see what the Rams did to him. They can be had. They just try to keep games compartmentalized. Well, in the playoffs,
I think the Saints take a first-round exit. I'm not buying them.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not buying them. I'm not saying that the team is not a bad team, but when you look at these other teams that are playing, I mean, you look at the 49ers. They lost in overtime, and they lost at a game-ending field goal. People can say what they want about the 49ers. That is a legit team. You look at the Ravens, another one. They're winning games. They're finding ways to win, and then when they don't have to find a way to win, they're winning games single-handedly. Patriots are doing the same thing. They're leaning on their defense and getting just enough done, finding ways to win. I just don't see the Saints that type of team as the rest of them.
They're I have to go with conventional wisdom from the past. They're frauds.
And look, the Packers are the same way. The Packers and the Saints are like mirror images of each other. If you look at those two teams, they're very mirror images of each other.
But honestly, I put more stock in the Packers come playoff time. I put more stock in the Packers because of the fact that I know for a fact that defense, there are certain guys that are gonna show up no matter what. I can't point to anybody on the Saints defense and say, yeah, when there's a play to be made, that guy will make it. Or on their offense, when there's a play to be made, that guy will make it. I can't see that. Drew Brees is throwing away games. Aaron Rodgers has never really thrown away games. Aaron Rodgers has played, bad in a couple playoff games, but he's never thrown away games.
You might be right, because one thing I could say about the Packers, they have the explosive plays off of, just running. They're running their plays, and they're getting explosive plays out of that. The Saints they're running the offense that Sean Payton runs, and it's a very
can't change.
It's a very unique offense, and it's very successful. But this is not like the Drew Brees of 4 or 5 years ago when
they can't adjust.
You see what I'm saying?
They can't adjust. They just can't. They come at you one way,
right?
And if you I saw this. What was it, last year when they faced the Cowboys and they couldn't get a touchdown on the board?
Well, they did.
And I was like, "Well, that's what I'm saying. If you shut down Kamara out of the backfield with those little dump offs, and you double Mike Thomas, find me another guy that can make a play on that offense. I don't see
it. Even when you don't double Michael Thomas can get what he can. The problem is the Saints just don't have a number 2 receiver. Yeah. So Michael Thomas can get 12 catches for 145, and they still put up 20 points.
Yeah, but the issue with Mike Thomas getting those catches is that he's getting like 10-yard catches. He's not getting those little dink and dunks. He's getting the catches that are extending drives. That's the issue. So the Cowboys bracketed him. The
Saints ended up winning that game 12-10 or something like that.
No, they lost.
No, the Saints won that game 12-10.
No, they lost last year against the Cowboys.
Oh, last year.
Yeah, last year, not this year. But yeah, it's there's a lot of interest in team. You got the Vikings. We still don't know what they're about.
Their defense look like they're monstrous one week, and next week you don't even know what they are.
Same with their offense. I don't get it. It's like I don't get it. I can't pinpoint what it is. Thielen is out, but
it's Kirk Cousins. And like now, like this, what he's on right now reminds me of 2015. Like he was on a streak at that point, and that led the Redskins into the playoffs. But what was it? He had a good first half in that playoff game against the Packers, and then everything just went to shit after that. I think that he's looking at the same thing because once again he lost a big game on Monday night. He's 0-8. So right now he's going to rack up all these numbers, but that offense ultimately is going to come down to him performing in the playoffs.
Well, before I address them, what do y'all think about the Patriots as it stands now?
I don't have a problem with them. I mean, they're 11-1. What?
10-2.
Oh yeah, they lost to the Texans. They did lose to the Texans.
Yeah, they're 10-2. I don't really have an issue with them, other than the fact that I think too many people are leaning on the fact that Tom Brady can still carry that team minus the weapons that he used to have. I'm like, Edelman doesn't seem to be much of a factor as he was last year, which is kind of crazy. That's a serious drop off. And folks, I remember Edelman's been in the league for a while now. He's not like he's in his like 5th year. I remember this man was a defensive back coming in. They had him playing defense to start out before he became a regular on offense. I mean, they don't really have a go-to tight end. They don't have a really go-to dump off.
So I think offensively there are a couple of issues.
Mm-hmm.
Edelman is very effective when you have a guy who can push that seam and hold that safety. He can get one-on-ones. They can't bump him off the line. They put him in motion and things like that. He doesn't have to work from the outside to get extra space because he gets that space based on design. The thing is, when you have receivers who can't get any type of separation, even when Edelman's kind of creating that space for them, it's difficult for Edelman to get going because he's not a guy that's going to beat you one-on-one going deep. He's going to beat you based on design, but he's a great route runner. He knows his job. And without Gronk being able to press that seam, hold that safety in the middle of the field, and have Edelman run under, it's not working. And another thing is, and I've said this for years, and Daniel can attest to this because I posted it earlier this year about the Ravens. There are more teams now with the blueprint to beat the Patriots than ever. Fast linebackers, guys who can line up against us in man and press us off the line. All those dump-offs, they rally down to them because they're in man. They can pass rush without blitzing. There are a lot more teams now that can do that, and it's catching up to the Patriots.
All right. I got two teams just revealed their new uniforms on XFL. We'll get to them in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I see them.
But yeah, so when I was talking shit on Twitter, like, well, why are you going to get rid of Josh Gordon? Why are you going to get rid of AB? Everybody thought, Josh Gordon can't play anymore. Josh Gordon was doing just fine, and he was injured. AB was doing just fine, and yeah, he opened his mouth, but I mean, come on, bro. Sometimes you got to bite that bullet and bring him back. He clearly wants to play football.
You need him, but they can't bring him back.
Of course they can.
No,
of course
it's not when you're intimidating witnesses on a sexual assault case with women. You can't.
Of course,
you can't do that. Yeah, you can. You can do it.
Nobody's gonna think about that if he comes back. They're gonna think about the fact
nobody. You gotta think. Wait.
I don't care about the feminist clowns. I don't care about
exactly. You don't.
I don't care about them.
You have to understand that
they don't mean anything.
But you know
what do they mean to the league?
You know they're going to say something, and when they say something,
all they want.
Calm down. People are going to say something that has nothing to do with the NFL, and the NFL do not want outsiders that know nothing about their league talking shit about their league. That's the wrong type of press you don't want.
Feminists that's have nothing on AB right now.
Okay, go ahead. Go right back. Look at Ray Rice. People that didn't have nothing to do with the league was talking shit on the NFL about Ray Rice. That's the type of press they
also
don't want.
had something on him. They had footage.
Yeah, they had a video on that one.
They had a video.
They don't have anything.
They have nothing
other than an accusation.
Exactly. They have nothing on him.
Okay.
They can run him.
Okay. Tell them to bring him back then.
They can run him.
I bet you they won't because they know the backlash.
I don't care whether they do or not. I'm saying
it's not what you don't care. It's the reality of it, bro. It is what it is.
They should do. I don't care about what they do. Honestly, I'm not emotionally invested in it. What I'm saying is what they need to do is bring back AB. That's what they need to do for the good of the football team. I don't care about these feminists, these clown ass, tinfoil hat wearing sensitive bitches. I don't care about them. I care about.
I feel you. But at the end of the day,
what they need to do is bring him back.
At the end of the day, you know what the real is. Regardless how you feel, you know what's going to happen. I mean, I'm not saying I don't disagree with you, but we know what society is. I mean, let's not be
I
crazy.
think it has a lot more to do with him taking shots at Robert Kraft than some feminist clowns.
Absolutely not. He can take shots at Robert Kraft all day, but when you start fucking with the women about that sexual assault shit, your ass is going on the ground. They can talk about.
I don't think.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
Y'all want to sit back and say that
because
the Robert Kraft situation. You can talk shit
Robert
about Robert
Kraft at the end of the day
limits.
only cares about winning.
Right?
He doesn't give a fuck about
He's
that.
had how many people had a controversial thing, whether it was like
Robert Kraft is on record saying that shit does not. He has zero tolerance for it.
Robert Kraft drafted a murderer and knew about it.
I understand that, but you got to understand once again, this is a societal thing. They will let murderers back in the league.
A cheating episode.
Once again, they will let murderers. They will let murderers back in the league before they'll let people who assault women in the league.
And people who were accused of sex trafficking.
That's just how society is. I'm trying to tell you how.
But he's there. There. He's being accused of sex trafficking. Nobody even brings it up anymore.
Exactly.
Nobody gives a fuck.
Listen,
and that would be something that feminists would be mad about, but that
Look
apparently
who
slipping
you
through the
talking about.
cracks.
Look who you talking about. Look who you talking about. Feminists. What do you think they should be mad about? When have they ever been rational?
Greg Hardy shoved a bitch down the steps and is still fighting in the UFC right now. He got signed after that.
He will not be back in the
very
NFL.
thing that got him there.
He's
in the
not
first
be
place.
back in the NFL, but the UFC
Wait a minute, hold up. He came back to the NFL briefly.
And he did. He came back and put in the Cowboys.
I'm trying to tell y'all fucking at me, but I'm telling you how this shit runs.
Look,
you can oppose me all you want. I'm just telling you how Daniel Daly just said Cap still being blacklisted. He didn't do shit. I'm just telling you how it goes. I mean, when you have a situation where domestic violence have put a black eye on the NFL, they're going to try their best to stay away from that shit, regardless of the talented.
So Joe Mixon.
No,
same thing.
The league is only going to do what they're allowed to get away with. And they thought they can get away with suspending Ray Rice for 2 games. They were going to bring him back, even with the charges until the video came out.
Who's still talking about Joe Mixon slapping that bitch upside the head?
Oh, you still got feminists out there, but they ain't going.
They're not making any noise.
They're not.
Okay,
because that happened before he went in the NFL.
It doesn't matter.
I'm telling you, you making sense. You're talking to people who don't make sense.
Okay.
I'm not trying to say he's back in the league after doing his time.
Peterson.
He's back in the league after doing his time.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you is they don't care about whether you do time or not. We saw that with Michael Vick.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
I'm trying to tell you that
you have to
things that disprove what you're saying. That's
and you're not. What are you disproving? I'm just trying to tell you how to
examples of things that oppose what you're saying right now.
You're not opposing anything I'm saying. I'm just telling you how these people think and that are outside of football. That's how they think. Do I agree with it? Hell no. I'm with you. But I just want you to see the other side. They're like, you can say this, this, and this, but this is the reason why AB's not playing. This is another reason why Greg Hardy's still not playing. This is the reason why this is the reason why all these other guys have went through their situations. It's because of these people out on the outside are doing this. It's not me. It's not though.
I don't think that the reason AB is not playing is because of that damn woman. I don't think it has anything to do with that. He played amongst all those allegations. Then he goes and threatens the bitch. Nobody cares about that. They care about the fact that he was calling out Robert Kraft on Twitter and then continued to do it. He just did it this past week. There was an article that came out on Nesson, which is basically the major local channel here, the major local news source for all New England sports.
He's not playing in the NFL because he called it Robert Kraft. That's what we're saying.
Well, he's not playing in the NFL right now.
Fairly quickly,
right?
I mean, can he be signed by any other team right now?
He can be signed by any other team. So how do we know he's not getting offers?
Let's stop right there. He could be signed by any other team, but the fact that he's calling out Robert Kraft, any other team,
how do you know he's not getting offers?
I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just asking.
So what are we saying?
But what I'm asking is the fact that he's calling out Robert Kraft is the reason why no other team will sign him.
The fact he's calling out Robert Kraft is the fact he's calling out Robert Kraft means other teams are looking at him and saying he's a PR issue.
He's not being signed because of his pattern of behavior.
Right. That has nothing to do with the league.
And it's because of Robert Kraft.
It's because he's calling out Robert Kraft. Robert Kraft is an example of his behavior.
Okay. All right. That's just
and the other
one owner has that much power for other teams.
No, it's just a pattern of behavior from
and what's the behavior? What's the behavior?
Erratic.
Erratic and acting like a fool on fucking social media.
And again, my theory is it's coming from that concussion he's suffering when Burlefitt got a hold of him. So I just look at it since that happened, he's had this erratic behavior pattern that's tailed off in Pittsburgh, was very much obvious in Oakland, and then just that one little thing in New England. And New England is like, you know what? No, we're not going to tolerate this. All right, you're gone, even after one game.
If people care so much about that bitch getting threatened, why was nobody outside protesting when he went to meet with the NFL?
But check this out. There were people protesting outside the Redskins game with Monte Nicholson because of an overdose. His girlfriend died of an overdose. They were outside protesting that. Okay. So
I mean, I'm just curious because I just know how people get when it comes to this stuff with women and stuff like that. I just know how it is. But I just know how it is, and the NFL is trying to stay away from that. I just didn't think it was Robert Kraft the reason why nobody wants to sign this guy. That's just, it sounds far fetched to me. But nevertheless,
if the NFL didn't want to have him in the league anymore, they would just outright ban him.
They wouldn't have met with him.
No, they couldn't ban him.
Yes, they can. Yes, they have every right to ban him due to his pattern of behavior.
Okay,
they can do that.
No, seriously. What behavior that he's done to be banned? Now,
they don't even have to ban him. All they have to do is suspend him indefinitely. He's not even on the exempt list. He's playing football right now.
That's what I'm saying. What did he do to get on the exempt list?
It doesn't matter. Doesn't have to say it. Does okay to suspend.
Is what he did to get on the exempt list. Mm-hmm. So based on the allegations, they could put him on the exempt list. They chose not to because they didn't have enough evidence. Now, if they wanted to, the NFL can do what they do, which is bullshit and hand down bullshit. You know, so DJ has a point there. I think that
I just want to know what he actually did to be on. He said they can just do it for no reason.
They can do it based on the allegations. They can. They've done it before.
Okay, now the allegation that's going back to what I was saying. Is like that's the reason why nobody.
What I'm saying, they haven't done it, so that means clearly that there's not much of an outcry for keep AB out of the NFL.
Ray Rice wait a minute, hold up. Ray Rice was going to get 2 games based on an allegation until the video.
Right.
And
so if we didn't see the video, Ray Rice would still be playing or just retiring from the NFL right now.
The video they claim they didn't have, that they didn't see.
Right.
Because they care so much about women.
Right.
And then the video
until they got caught, and then now all of a sudden they care.
They did a self-investigation talking about, we're going to investigate to see whether we had the tape. Really?
Right.
You going to search my room to see if I have my report card.
I mean, my thing is, I'm just looking at it when it comes to the situation with AB. I was just looking for some clarity because it just seems like it's weird how one thing could keep him out of the league, but clearly we've seen a pattern of other people being kept out of the league for the same thing that he's going through. I would have never thought that his problem with one owner would have not keep him out of the.
Well, it's not one owner though. It's an owner and a
straw with that owner.
Straw, yeah. Because here's the thing. I would agree with you if AB just shut the fuck up this entire time.
Well, I mean, there'll be nothing to talk about if that was the case.
Well, exactly. But that's my point. There's nothing to talk about because nobody be protesting him getting back in the NFL. Nobody would give a fuck. They'd be like, go back in the NFL.
No, just going back to what we're saying. I mean, talent wise, I mean, the Patriots need him. But they
need Josh Gordon too. They're dumbasses for getting rid of him.
You know, it is just weird. I mean, they're 10-2. What are we really?
Here's my damaged goods, though.
Well, here's my overall thought about that. So we're 10-2, but if you look at the offense that we were getting, it was based on our defense. We were putting up points based on forcing turnovers. We were getting short fields because our defense was so dominant. It's not that our defense isn't really dominant anymore. It's just the offense can't even move the ball enough to give the defense a rest. It's like I've never really even seen this in my time watching the Patriots, where it's like, fuck, this defense has to score for us to get anything going. And like I said, it's because we do not have a threat to press the middle of the field so that press the middle of the field. I should say press the seam so the middle of the field is open for Edelman to run under. Dorsett's getting no type of separation. Like I said, we got rid of our 2 best receivers. Gronk's not coming back. So our defense is going to have to carry us, and maybe we should try running the fucking ball. How about that?
Y'all will be fine. I mean,
we'll be fine at home. That's what we'll be.
I mean, your guys' problem is whatever all 31 teams would like to have, to be honest.
I mean, that's fine, but at the end of the day,
the sky's not falling.
It's not falling for everybody else, but for anybody else, for anybody who's a Patriots fan that could read tea leaves, me, I've been saying this for years. It doesn't matter how good your offensive line is. If you have a team that you meet that has the blueprint to beat us, which several teams have, that's it, bro.
Dan, you got the right idea. Y'all will figure it out. I've been doing it for 20 years. I mean, I'm not panicking.
I mean, we had number 1 target for 20 years too, and now that's going.
Y'all will be fine. If anything, y'all lose late in the playoffs.
Well, that's not what I want to see. So either way, that's not being fine. I'm not being fine. Fine is a Super Bowl, and yes, we won. That's not fine. Well, you'll lose later. Well, I mean, shit. I'm not here for participation trophies.
Okay, I'm sorry you feel. I'm sorry you feel that way, but I mean, at the end of the day, you got to be real with yourself. I mean, it is what it is.
Being real, we're not going to be fine because we're not going to win the Super Bowl. We're going to lose before the Super Bowl. That was the whole point of my statement.
Well, there's other teams that make it interesting. Let's look at these uniforms and see what's out here with these rough.
I sent another link in the DMs. This one's a better link. It has all of them, not all the unis.
If it don't have all the uniforms, there's no reason.
No, it has the updated the new ones that
I got them right
here.
The
new teams. Yeah,
I had them right here.
Yeah, the Roughnecks looking like the New England Patriots.
Right. Let's see. I gotta do something real quick.
And then, oh man, the game between the Battlehawks and the Defenders, that's gonna be Bloods and Crips right there.
I know, right? All right, let's share this screen.
Oh man, that is hilarious. I'm just trying to figure out, was there another team that updated?
All right, can y'all see that? What kind of fucking shoes are these? Zynga? Trash ass shoes?
Wait a minute, how come I'm not seeing
No, I got it. There it is. I had to look at these fucking shoes. Who?
Wait a minute, it's not popping up on.
Yeah, it's not.
You're looking at it.
There
it is.
There it is. Oh, they gave me another set of shoes. Shit's ugly as shit.
What the fuck is this Magna?
I never heard of them in my life.
No. Apparently, they're luxury gifts.
All right, these are the Houston Roughnecks uniforms.
They look like the that's another APF team.
Oh, I don't know. It looks pretty dope though.
The what was the team with the plane on there?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot, but I know what you're talking about. They wore red, white, and blue.
Oh,
it's all right.
Yeah, they're okay. They
silver helmet seems like they're going for a Patriots look a little bit.
Yeah, that's why I said at the beginning. That definitely is a Patriots look.
That's kind of weird for them to be in Houston and wearing that.
Yeah.
Well, I think they want to go with the fact that maybe they are the XFL version of America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because they even got a star on the shoulder. And here are the St. Louis Battlehawks. I love these helmets.
Okay, those are nice.
I love those helmets. Those helmets are really nice.
They went with the same color as other Seattle teams.
Yeah, but this Battlehawk stuff. Jesus Christ.
So
this is a stupid fucking name.
Yeah, it is.
Eagles fans may take a liking to the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the helmets. They're pretty cool. The actual uniform in general looks nice. Kind of has a
old school Seattle look. Yeah.
No, not old school Seattle. What's the other team? Old school Detroit Lions look.
Well, I'm getting old school Seattle from those blue ones.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's the number 20 on it made me feel that way because Barry Sanders.
True.
But nah, what you guys think?
I like the home ones better than the away ones.
Daniel Daly, he came up with a good point. The Roughnecks look like SMU. They do look a lot like SMU.
Also, they don't get sanctioned like SMU.
Wow.
They have some crazy ass sanctions back in the day. What do they call it?
They got the death penalty.
Death penalty. First team to get the death penalty.
Yeah, they got the death penalty back in the 80s. Yeah, they'll look pretty good. The other ones come up. We'll talk about them as well. Let's get into this console war thing, man. This shit is still going on. Can you believe that?
No, I can't.
And now it is extended on to now you have Stadia fanboys. You don't even have a fucking console.
That's what's so bad about it.
It's like, yo, you're fighting a console war with a little dongle and a controller. You don't even have a box. You don't even have a listen. We got a person who listens to this podcast. He's starting to go to the deep end, and I'm not going to mention Rome's name, but he's going off to the deep end. I'm dead serious. I've seen this guy. He literally made a video telling he's a Sony pony, and here's why. At that point, I was done.
I was avoiding that.
Yeah, I sidestepped all that.
Just like Hard 8 said, addicted to fucking plastic.
Right. It's like, dude, listen, I got I haven't
20 million consoles.
Yeah, no, I haven't bought. I was going to buy another one. I was going to buy another one. I was going to buy a Turbo Graphics. I still got a.
The man has a museum in his man cave of.
I don't see how people can be attached to one. Look, if it plays games and it plays good games, it's all good. You don't need to. I would like to. I don't see a problem with owning an Xbox One. I don't see. Even though they say that it's inferior to the PlayStation 4 as far as exclusive. Listen, if you buy your Xbox One, you play it, and you have fun. Who got the police chasing them?
That ain't me. Not the police. That's an ambulance. That's not the police.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm down the street from a hospital.
Oh, okay.
Somebody caught a body.
Damn.
And no, we were just rated the safest city in all of America. So no, no bodies being caught out here.
But anyway, it's like if you get an Xbox One, you cut that some bitch on and you play games, you having fun. Who gives a damn about this war on consoles because somebody else has a PlayStation or somebody has a Nintendo Nintendo Virtual Boy or whatever the fuck.
Well, here's where this comes from, I think. When you grow up and you only have one console, you can't afford two. You start to get some weird allegiance to that console.
Why? I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but it starts as a kid. That's how it starts. I mean, it's the same way people start cheering for sports teams when they're a kid. And they grow up, and that's just how it starts when they're a kid.
But see, even before your time, Bills, me and DJ knew about the real console wars when it was Genesis versus Nintendo.
Yeah, when we got both.
Not even that though. There was a reason why you would have that console war. There were games, the same game, that came out on different platforms that were totally different. Like you get, let's say,
Double Dragon
for the Super Nintendo.
Whoa! I hate to cut you off, but hold on. Ravens Nation said both companies didn't have good exclusives this generation. Are you shitting me?
You're falling for it. You're falling for the console war thing.
No. Here we go.
You see how easy.
Fact check some shit.
But you see how quick that people fall into that shit.
It's not.
We're not falling into the console.
It's just right or wrong here.
No, you're right.
That two consoles have come out with great exclusives.
You're absolutely right. But DJ, you're right. Bills, you're right. But people that's not like us, you see how quick shit gets started with the console shit? People are not going to answer like how you answer, Bills. People just start coming to an allegiance to one side.
So wait a minute. So what were we supposed to do? Let them run wild?
No. I'm just making an example of how quick Bills answered that. A fanboy would. No, you're right. But I'm just saying, a fanboy would just jump to that and defend their piece of plastic that fast. That's how absurd this can be.
Let's have a discussion about this real quick. So let's name all the. I don't even care about Xbox. There's nothing to name as far as
I'm not just telling them to Google it. I'm not doing that.
But
Xbox can't even say they have exclusives because you can play them shits on
of course.
PC.
But I mean, without mentioning God of War, without mentioning Uncharted 4, without mentioning Horizon Zero Dawn, without mentioning Spider-Man. Come on, bro. Come on.
My thing. I just think it's stupid.
They released more, but they didn't release better. Your statement was both companies didn't have good exclusives.
I put it like this. Listen, if I pick up this damn Xbox and I feel that Rise Sun and Rome was a better game than anything, that's my opinion. Fuck what you say. I don't give a damn.
You wrong, but no, I'm joking.
No, I'm just saying it's like it's in the eye of the gamer. If a gamer likes some shit, that's fine. Listen, I will tell y'all back in the day when the 6th generation was out, you couldn't tell me that Giga Wing on the Dreamcast was better than any other PS2 original Xbox game was.
Giga Wing.
That was my fucking game, and y'all know I'm a big original Xbox collector. But Giga Wing and Giga Wing 2 are my favorite games.
Nah, you forgetting about another game you will defend to your death.
What's that?
Mag.
I don't defend it. I just thought it was a
yes,
good game.
You do.
I thought it was a good game. And that's it. I'm not.
But every time I say something about Mag,
Because
yeah.
what? No, it's not. What you say, it's not what you say something about Mag. It's when you say something bad about Mag.
Well, it doesn't. So what's the difference?
See, my thing is, I'm
always saying something bad about Mag. I don't need to say anything else. It's a bad game.
I can attest to say that there are other games that on the 7th generation PlayStation 3 or Xbox 360 that are better than Mag. I'm not that type. I'm not the one to sit there and say that it's not. I just think it was a good game. But it's just like other games that are out here. If somebody likes a game on a certain platform, fuck what everybody else say. You can defend it. I mean, you can defend it if you want to, but don't defend it against irrelevant people that just don't respect your opinion. That's all I'm saying.
So I have another question. I'm going back and forth for Ravens Nation. He says, so the PS3 didn't release better exclusives. Honestly, I don't think they did than PS4. Well, off the PS4, off the top of my head, the only great exclusive I can think of is fucking Last of Us.
I'm going to be honest with you. As far as quality, you can make the case that the PlayStation 3 didn't have better exclusives.
They didn't.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. They didn't have better exclusive than the 360 at the time.
Well,
the only reason why the PS3 ended up winning that console generation was because of PlayStation Plus and those exclusives that came at the end of the cycle. If you think about it, you go back and look at the 360 when it first came out. You had Forza 2, you had Ninja Gaiden 2, you had Fable, you had Halo. You had a lot of hard hitters that came out, and not to mention some of the third-party games that was actually good. Better than the 360 between 2005 to 2008. Now, all the games that Raven Nation is naming now, those are games that came out later on in the generation. And I'm not saying that the one is better than the other, but you can make
those are the older ones he's naming from PS3. But
those are the ones that came out later on in the generation. Those are not ones that came out the park with. The PS3 was a dud when it first came out.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The PS4 overall had better quality exclusives, in my opinion. They did. And when you throw Spider-Man in, and you throw Horizon Zero Dawn in, and you throw the predecessors in of those games you named, like God of War and Uncharted 2, it's not even close.
I don't know, man, because I'll put it like this. The recent God of War that came out on PS4 is not better than God of War 3. That's just my opinion. I thought God of War 3 was way better.
I don't know, bro.
That's just I thought
that's a close call, but I mean, come on. The Gran Turismo on here you go, DJ. The Gran Turismo on this generation, I can't speak on because I didn't play it too much.
Gran Turismo, I believe that Gran Turismo 5 is better than Gran Turismo 6 and 7. I will say that.
Right. So I mean, he's talking about Little Big Planet. Killzone, really? Killzone,
which one?
You're bringing Killzone up in this.
Which one?
But he's talking about PS3, so it doesn't.
That's
matter.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking.
None of the Killzones trump the games we're naming on the PS4, though.
Killzone 2 was a classic. I will say that.
Okay, so you
Killzone 2 was really good.
But so Ravens Nation has one pretty much division of games. He has.
I'll be right back.
Okay, right. He has one division of games is driving. But like I said, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War. Come on, bro.
I think and
I'm forgetting a bunch.
I think the only two that
Uncharted 3.
No, 3 was trash.
No,
Uncharted 3 was trash.
Trash, you forced it.
Yeah. I didn't like 3. The 2 was way better. You can make the case that Uncharted 2 is the best one out of the series.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that, that I think he has a point on maybe 2, maybe 3 of these games, but the PS4 had better exclusive, in my opinion.
It did.
I mean, Uncharted 2 was better than 4. Killzone 2 is better than Killzone Shadowfall. I'm not even gonna talk about Little Big Planet. I'm not going there. Gran Turismo 5 was probably better than 7. Well, Sport. Metal Gear Solid 4 is better than 5. The Last of Us is technically a PS3 game. That is true. Resistance, there's not much to go up against Resistance because Resistance don't have its predecessor on the next console. I don't know. I mean, You can make a case for both sides, but
I don't think the PS3 is definitively better the way he's making out.
I ain't gonna say it's I ain't gonna say it's definitively better, but they got some hitters over there. But on the flip side of that, like I said, you can make a case where the 360 has some damn good games on their side too against PS3. PS3 like 2011, 2012 was like the PS3's year. That was the year when they started catching, because everything before that, the Xbox 360 was killing them.
I forgot about Detroit Become Human. I forgot about that.
You know, they was killing them. You know, on the flip side of that, you got Heavy Rain. You know, Heavy Rain was good. I mean, it's just
like I say, you got Detroit Become Human. I mean, there's a bunch of games.
Daniel Daly just had the Gear series.
I mean, Gear series, hell yeah, but that's kind of been carrying them though.
I was saying the 360 had some hitters like from like 2005 to like 2010.
Hell, Left 4 Dead you can throw in there.
Yeah, Left 4 Dead was another one that was exclusive. You know, I mean, they had a lot of stuff up until like that last 1 year and a half of the 360. I mean, of the PS3 life, because like from 2011 to 2013, because you remember the PS4 came out in 2013, so it's like from 2011, like mid 2011 up until like 2012, like the PS3 started to catch its stride, because the main thing that caught people by surprise was that PlayStation Plus, when people was getting free games, and PlayStation Plus was actually free at that time. So you was basically, no, it wasn't free. The online was free, but you didn't have to pay to play online. All you had to do was just pay, and you got free games every month. Well, and it's nothing like how it is now. You get 2. I think at one point PlayStation Plus was like giving you they were giving you at least like 3 or 4 games a month.
Well, and I addressed the issue with Xbox exclusives. It's pretty simple. They have not done what the PS4 has done as far as creating new franchises for their exclusives that adults would be fucking interested in, like Horizon Zero Dawn. Like Detroit Become Human. They haven't created those new franchises.
Yeah, on the flip side, you got stuff like Super Lucky's Tales and stuff.
Yeah, it's not.
And even the ones that are adult related, you can get them on PC. You can play them somewhere else.
Those can't compete against the likes of Detroit Become Human and Horizon Zero Dawn. They can't. The Last of Us, they can't.
Yeah, and Daniel Daly also are improving on their own. It's like, I mean, the thing is, my thing is, when you have a console debate or a console war situation, it's more of a situation where you can talk about the games, and if you can get your irrelevant, and I know this is going to hurt some people, you get your irrelevant opinions out of the way, you can talk about the quality of the games without actually taking one down over the other. You can honestly say like, okay, this came out on this platform, and this came out on that platform, and you can honestly say by the quality of those games which ones was better. Now the flip side of that, you can say that, well, I like this one better, my personal opinion. That's fine, but your personal should not be able to. You cannot use that in battle to take down somebody else's personal opinion. That's like the stupidest part about this stuff. Like, people's personal opinions are taking down other people's personal opinions. You're never going to win that.
And just to go back to the exclusives conversation for a second. It also comes down to the fact next console generation is going to be the same shit, because if Xbox can't come with no heavy hitters as far as exclusives, I mean, that's one thing about gaming that hasn't changed. People buy consoles for the exclusives a lot of the time. The casual gamers don't, but the true gamers buy consoles based on exclusives. If you're getting Left 4 Dead with your not Left 4 Dead, if you're getting Last of Us with your console, you're all in. If I'm getting Forza with my fucking Xbox.
But see, people don't understand. This is I heard somebody else say this. It's a brilliant move that PlayStation done. People on PC was trying to figure out why they don't make Spider-Man. Why don't they put that on a PC? People don't realize that if Spider-Man is locked to the PlayStation, guess what you got to do to get Spider-Man? You have to buy a console. Yeah. Not only that, when you buy that console, you're going to open the door up to PlayStation Plus, other things that's on the PlayStation you might buy, other accessories you might get with your PlayStation, other apps you might use that brings in Sony money. But see, that's the thing. You're not just buying a $60 game when you buy Spider-Man. You're not just buying a $300 console. Sony's making more revenue by the other things you may get as well as buying that console. That's another reason why you will want certain exclusives, because it's not just for that one game.
It's really just to get you through the door.
Right, because once you're in the door, you're going to buy other things that's on the PlayStation Network. You're going to, like, if you buy an Xbox with a certain exclusive you want, you're going to buy other things on the Xbox.
All right, let me cut in for 1 second. We have an update. We have the Tampa Bay Vipers updated unis.
Okay, let me look at these. Let's see, Tampa Bay. Let's see.
I don't know if you're on the same. Are you on the sportslogo.net site? Because that's what I'm looking at, and I sent that in the Twitter DM.
Like Ravens Nation, honestly, what Xbox is gonna have to do, and it's gonna be hard. They're gonna have to sign certain companies to exclusive deals. And I don't see that. Yeah, but I'm saying they're gonna have to sign major companies to exclusive deals. Not rinky dink. They're gonna have to sign a Ubisoft and then get the next division as an exclusive. That's not gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. So
I mean, I think what it was last year E3 they showed off they bought like 7 or 8 studios or something like that.
Yeah, but they don't have. But it just doesn't seem like.
Wow.
It doesn't seem like they have. Anyone got tips for when your Xbox isn't connecting to the TV?
Wanted to speak to an Xbox connect the TV.
Wait a minute.
That used to be the joke back in the day when Xbox came out with Connect.
No, if your Xbox is not connecting to the TV, like you don't see nothing on the screen, what you may want to do is do a hard reset, because it may be a resolution issue where your TV is not recognizing the resolution that it's putting out. Yeah. So your main thing is you might want to do a hard reset, hold down the power button, or you may just want to unplug it all together for like 30 seconds. And
or you want to check your inputs. Maybe you have the wrong input in.
Right.
Ravens Nation, I don't think it's that they did.
There's another thing. What kind of Xbox do you have? Do you have an Xbox One X or a regular one?
Yeah, because if it's a regular one, it might just be shit in the bed.
No, seriously. You may have No, I'm not the Xbox One. If you have an Xbox One X, it may be a resolution issue. If you have your TV, you might need to check, like DJ said, you might need to check your input. Try input number 1, because all your other inputs may not be able to read a 1080p or 4K.
Or what type of TV do you have? Do you have a smart TV or is it a regular HD TV?
Nah, he said he got a regular TV. Try input
regular TV.
Try input 1 and try to reset your Xbox. All right. Here's the other uniforms. You see this?
Get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they can take them shits and nah, nope.
That would be Randy Orton's team right there.
That's fucking awful.
Yeah,
that's a Color Rush uniform gone bad.
Yeah, that's the feel I got. It got Color Rush written all over it.
Yuck.
If those were Color Rush uniforms and went bad, if you would have had the Redskins going all yellow, or you had the Rams in all yellow.
I didn't have an issue with the Redskins ones compared to this. This is fucking awful.
Well, the Redskins, they're true. They actually did Color Rush before they did. The league did Color Rush. They were all burgundy, and that uniform is pretty tight. That was like 2008 when they did it. And they also went all white, which was kind of clean.
I'm not going to say they look. I'm not saying they look bad. These should be like, let's say, if you had the Vipers around for a while and they decide to do alternates, I can see it.
I'm gonna tell you why it's bad. To me, they need to make that helmet the color of the jersey and pants.
Dark. They should. The helmet should be dark.
I'd probably be fine with it.
I just think this looks like something that these look like alternate uniforms. These should not.
Looks like a swing and miss on a fucking Oregon's Ducks.
Yeah, because they kept the lighter colors pretty much on the outside, and then if you look at it, the core is pretty much from like the knees all the way to like the shoulders.
So what do you think if they was to just make the pants yellow?
No. Fuck no, hell no.
They need to.
Then they look like some poor man's Packers or something.
Okay, so what if they made the top yellow with the green letter or green numbers?
Just make the pants white, and this probably honestly wouldn't be that bad.
No, I would say keep the pants. Just change the design of the pants.
I don't think it's not. It's the color. I don't think it's the design. It's the color.
The design's kind of
because even with the numbers do look reptilian. Like the numbers do look like. They do look like a Viper style number. Like
no. I'm talking about for the pants. Like the design of the pants. They can get rid of the little
side
shade.
Thing.
Yeah, they get rid of that. Make it all green. Because you got socks. They're gonna be the same color as that little.
That's another thing. The socks should be the color of the pants too. I don't like those lime green socks.
What if the socks were yellow?
No.
I'm just trying
Me personally, I already hate the color yellow.
I don't like that particular yellow on this. It just.
I'm like yellow to me. Well, I think universally it's accepted as a color of cowardice. So,
man, what? You took it way back. That's
what?
DJ, yeah, you ever?
I know.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. You're right, but I'm just saying that's like 70s type.
No, that's way before that. That's not even just 70s. That's like in the old Wild West.
Yeah, that's
like old. What are you yelling?
Yeah, you took that way. Yeah. Like overall, I don't have a problem with the uniform, and so I just think this is the perfect alternate uniform. That's the way I look at it. I think this is a perfect alternate. I don't think this should be their primary. That's the problem I have with it. If it was going to be like a primary, they need another color in. That's why I keep adding another color to the pants or the top. But this is a perfect alternate uniform. That's the way I look at it. It's not bad. It shouldn't be something they wear every time they go on the field.
I just think if you change the socks to the green that the jersey and the pants are, it'd be fine.
All right, just to answer Pooh's question, that color is bad luck to me.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense now, DJ, because you said other things prior to that.
Right.
All right, since we done with this console war crap, what Madden Championship Tourney. Listen, I got a question for y'all because y'all didn't watch it, and I don't think anybody up here that watches or listens or watch the podcast they for the most part didn't give two shits about Madden tournament. Personally, I watched it because I was tweaking things on my Twitch channel because I am going to start live streaming over there, and I'm not live streaming Madden, so don't ask. And I'm dead serious though. Guys actually had true to life game plans, and you had a couple people who just run heavy. They would not run. They would not throw the ball. They did a lot of stretch running, but it wasn't nothing like it was spam worthy. They actually ran some pretty decent plays. I haven't heard anything else outside of the Madden tournament that people are doing weird and crazy stuff again. So it just
I've seen some ridiculous plays on comp, bro.
Oh, I've seen it. I agree. I've seen it on COP when people playing online against each other. Now that right there, I totally agree with that. But I was looking at these live streams that Madden is actually running, sponsoring, and these guys are actually playing straight up ball. So I'm trying to wonder, do you think Madden is trying to take a turn to have that type of gameplay for their live streams to try to appeal to a more crowd to make it more interesting for people like us, or you just had players that was there that actually wanted to play straight up and don't give a damn about the other shit? What are you guys' thoughts? Because you guys haven't watched it, so you really wouldn't know.
It sounds like they're rigging the tournaments. If they want to show that type of gameplay, then it's just like, all right, well, that just defeats the whole purpose of having a tourney in the first place. If all you want to show is that type of gameplay, then why don't you just fix the game?
What kind of gameplay is rigged? What do you mean?
When you pick the players that possibly play the game straight up and don't try to exploit it, it kind of puts on a perception that the gameplay is better than what you're seeing from displayed from the previous tournaments where they've used anything and everything that's an exploit.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Now, I didn't even think about that because you're right. Because even if they have these, because Z Farles, he always looks for stuff like this. That's what he do. But they're out there. I know they are.
And plus, also you gotta think about it. Christmas is coming up. They need more. They need another spike in their sales.
Yeah,
they just came off of Black Friday.
Yeah, true. But I was just looking at it and I was like, these guys are they're playing it to the way that pretty much everybody that's listening to us will actually sit and watch, and actually will be like, hey, I can watch this for at least 20 minutes. I'm not saying watch that way, but you can watch it and say, you know what, they're actually playing straight up. I can respect that. So I was like, I was just curious about Bills. What are your thoughts? No, because DJ just came up with a good point, just trying to mask the game for what it is.
Yeah, I think they got called into a room like, look, ain't gonna be none of that bullshit today. All right, y'all gonna pick two teams that you're gonna play some real fucking football because we need these Christmas sales. And our game's been getting some ridiculously bad press for the past couple months. We had a fucking child predator.
Right.
One of our tournaments, so we gotta get back on track here, and I wouldn't be surprised, man. I think DJ's onto something.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That is a very good point because it just surprised me because every time when I look at a tournament, somebody's doing some 1 yard up the middle with Gronk, or they're doing some weird shit where like they do a halfback toss every play, so the quarterback so the running back always have the option to run. And
I have a question. Was it a MUT tournament or was it?
No. That's it.
That's what I also need to know because
it probably was. I can't remember
because that would be funny. Now I'm still sticking to the same theory, but that's kind of funny if it was a MUT tournament and they were doing that. Yeah, they're definitely going.
We got those questions in a second. We're gonna answer.
Yeah. I got them all in line, so we're gonna hit those in a second. But no, I can't remember if it was a MUT tournament or if there were just people playing regular teams. I honestly don't remember because I had the volume down, so all I know I was just looking at them run plays, and obviously they were there was representing their cities or whatever, so it could have been like a MUT or whatever. Because you had like the Chicago, the Atlantas, the Houston teams, and every team from a 32 teams are going to a tournament or whatever. But like I said, they were playing like pretty decent ball. So you might be right. You might be right, DJ. They might be doing this just to say, hey, look, we're not trying to hear that shit from people saying that our game is glitchy and fucked up. So
like, see, it's good.
And then it crashes seconds later.
Yo, mind you, we didn't have to enter a tournament to fucking put gameplay like that up, but whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Now, the flip side of it, you think that the game will ever be, or tournaments will always be that way, or you just think this is something that they're doing now?
No, they're doing it just now. And then eventually, what tends to happen with Madden is that after they're done patching the hell out of it, by like February or sometime after the Super Bowl, the game plays just fine.
Watch them put RPM back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Man, don't say that.
They're already, bro. They look, if they can put stumbling back in the game.
Yep, that's a form of RPM.
They can. They're gonna put in the patch notes. Running the ball is back and better than ever. You will have to plant to turn now. Like, so you mean Madden 19?
I'm not commenting on that. I'm gonna sit over here and play my original Xbox Madden. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Shit.
Enough of that.
But to tell you the truth, if anything, we're gonna be Madden 21 for those that are gonna get it eventually. They're probably going to be featuring those team celebrations because that's just run amok.
And the ones that came out this year fucking broken.
and the suits going to be like, look, I'm sorry. I know y'all had plans to fix the franchise, but we need these team celebrations.
Yeah, we got to get the Seahawks in here. We're going to put them all on the cover.
They're going to say,
we're going to put the receiving core.
They're going to say some bullshit like, go get a Marion for motion.
Nah, they're going to put, nah.
Mario. Isn't B2K having some type of reunion? Yeah, get all of them in here.
Yeah.
Dude, we're gonna have New Edition on the cover of Madden next year.
Fucking Madden 21 to dance.
The Beatles are gonna curate the soundtrack.
Like score a touchdown and play Just Dance at the same time.
The achievement's gonna be fucking stupid, bro. But I mean, that's the thing. Is like, well, that's the thing. This is gonna be the first game on, the PS5 and whatever the hell they want to call the Xbox.
Scarleton.
Scarlet.
A charlatan.
Charlatan. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting. Obviously, I don't think they're gonna just make one outright for the PS4. I mean, for the PS5 and the Scarlet. So it's gonna be interesting.
Now the thing is, now that they have PC in mind, now we can finally. Well, that depends on their priorities. Like I said, these team celebrations look like they're gonna be in next year's game.
But it gets me. It's just like. You figure Madden 21 is not going to be any transition, if anything. It's going to be Madden 22. I don't think we'll even get what we got with Madden 25 on Xbox One compared to Xbox 360. I don't even think we'll get that.
They're gonna add an extra sprite to the fans.
I'm going to keep my eye. I mean, I for all intents and purposes, I pretty much retired from sports games, the current ones. I don't even play them. But I'm going to keep my eye on this Madden one because they dropped the ball 2 generations in a row.
No, I got a bone to pick with 2K. Them dropping the ball.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Well, anyway.
Let's answer some of these questions real quick.
Not even close because, like, Madden... What they did with from Xbox to Xbox 360 and from 360 to Xbox One, like generations, they really haven't transitioned to nothing to make you say, damn, they doing something different. The main thing that they did in this
Madden 25 was the closest.
I was saying the main thing they did was, man, when they actually added double team pass blocking and true step. RPM was another thing that was actually pretty good, but everything else, they didn't run properly.
Yeah, they kind of. So I mean.
Let's get to these questions Spec Pooh, our first one. He said, "Okay, where do you think Ron Rivera is going now that he's fired? I don't even know. There's no openings right now, so I don't know where he go. Wait till some teams get rid of their coach first, and then we'll have
the Chargers.
No, I don't think they're gonna get rid of him.
It is a black head coach, so quick leash.
And that's true, but."
Chargers of the Broncos.
He's not the problem though.
Chargers of the Broncos.
He could wind up in Washington.
That I'm gonna be honest with you. That would be a bad firing for the Chargers if because Anthony Lynn is not the reason why they're that bad.
Ron Rivera wasn't the reason they were that bad, but I called him getting his ass canned.
Meanwhile, Dan Quinn is still on the Falcons. No,
yeah,
you know what? You know what? Ron Rivera the Falcons.
No. No.
Like, what's wrong with Ron Rivera, bro?
I don't think Ron Rivera would get the Falcons over the hump. It's almost like Dan Quinn 2.0.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see him getting over the hump.
I can't see it in Washington only because I feel like they might want to try that offensive head coach one more time.
I can see Ron Rivera to the Broncos before I see him to the Chargers.
I think the Broncos is where he's going, or the Chargers.
The Chargers situation, you're just dealing with the old ass quarterback. You need somebody fresh. That has nothing to do with the coach.
Well, look, we talked about this a couple of podcasts ago. That indictment is completely and utterly on the Chargers for never giving Cardale Jones a chance to play because, God forbid, Phillip Rivers fucking sits out a game against a quarterback competition. He hadn't won a ring there. Well, he's just gonna sit and hold the fucking starting job in Emeritus forever. Get the fuck out of here. He didn't earn that.
He's bred more kids there than close wins.
Right.
Now, my thing is, I do believe that Ron Rivera is a slight upgrade from Anthony Lynn, but I don't think Anthony Lynn should lose his job.
He shouldn't.
The way that team is set up. Their defense is good. The running game is nice. We all know what the problem is there. That has nothing to do with coaching.
Angry ass quarterback.
Right. Angry.
Always mad. Every single play.
Angry at himself.
Why can't you run?
Then he run out there and throw 4 picks and he's still mad at somebody else.
Right.
Like, you want to
Sorry ass. They did everything for you. They put an offensive line in front of you. They paid your running back. You got all the targets in the world, and you still can't fucking get them over the hump. Fucking bum. They've lost the whole time he's been there. The whole time he's been there. Every loss, every major heartbreaking loss, every just bad blowout loss has been on his watch. Every single one.
I agree. I totally agree.
But no, let's get rid of Drew Brees and keep his sorry ass. Okay.
There we go. Right. Ravens Nation with the question. He said, why teams are stupid and refusing to run the ball more in the game when it's working, but trying to keep passing? This is a passing league. They feel that they can get more yards by getting defensive players or a defensive player call or a pass interference call. They know that the quarterback can't be touched. It's way more easier to deal with that than a running back running the ball and possibly fumbling. That's my main explanation. That's just the way that the league is set up.
I think you have coaches that don't recognize who they have as far as their personnel. You look at Jay Gruden, he got fired because he didn't recognize that he had two running backs he can run back to back. He didn't have to run them all the time, but he sitting there and saying, well, if I have Adrian Peterson active, they know what we're going to do. I thought the point of football is I don't care if they know what we're going to do. Can they stop it?
No, you're right. But I'm just saying that, like, the way that the league is set up, they set the offense up to throw the ball down the field because if you touch them, it's going to be a problem. Running backs don't get that. They don't get that luxury.
But the league is trending towards more running. So
I think they're
because right now you have the juggernaut Baltimore Ravens. And I'm going to say something about the Baltimore Ravens. The fact that they have RG3, who was the warning for this type of gameplay that we're seeing out of Lamar Jackson. RG3 was the warning. Lamar Jackson was the actual threat, just lying in wait. And here we are.
Yeah, I think that you have teams that are trying to run the ball now because it's so much of a scarcity than it was before. Like, you have more teams that are spread out. You have some running backs like Alvin Kamara. You have what's that dude named from Minnesota, Cook. You got Ed McCaffrey's son. You got Devontae Freeman. You got scat backs that are catching balls out of the backfield and are using that as a running game. You don't have like the punishing back that goes through the middle, but when you do have it, it's effective because not too many defenses are really prepared for that anymore. Why? Because it's more of a passing league.
Well, you also have to look at the fact that now the RPO is prevalent.
That's another thing, right?
And when you can when you can organically run the ball or pass the ball in one play, how are you really going to defend that?
Right, I agree. I'm just saying it's just the plight of the offenses are ran now. They know where their money makers are. They know that they can get more through the air because nobody can be touched compared to, hey, I'm gonna get the ball to the running back. He might get hit. He may be, get hurt or fumble the ball, or anything can happen compared to we're gonna let the refs help us out every time we pass the ball. That's basically how I look at it. What you think, Bills?
I think it comes down to preparation, and I think it's harder to run the ball in this generation because nowadays, you have offensive coordinators who are very cognizant of the fact that if they come out in a run formation, based on just the way the offense is set up now, you kind of almost have to run the ball because it's running the ball these days. Just based on the athletes on the other side of the field on defense is we're going to run the ball to keep you guys honest, which I hate using that fucking phrase, but it honestly does have some credence where, you run up the middle a couple times and then maybe you try to get to the outside, you get to the edge on a couple plays. And if that doesn't work, then, you kind of abandon the run. But the issue is that very few teams know how to run out of shotgun, pass out of, from under center. That is a lost art. Disguising when you're going to run the ball, when you're going to pass the ball. Now runs are obvious because I guess teams feel like, well, there's no point in us disguising this run because, their athletes are going to get there no matter what. But truth be told, play calling has a lot to do with that. And we've already addressed on this podcast Once you get playoff time, you have to run the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no choice. You have to, because now teams have so much tape on you. You're not going to be able to just toss the ball all over the field. And you're going to have to run the ball. You're going to have to find another way to generate offense and move the ball down the field. I think if teams were a lot more cognizant of game situations and they were able to run out of multiple formations instead of just having their go-to formation, even if it's just shotgun, and you have the running back offset to the left side, and we know every time there's a tight end going in motion that way, oh, he's going to run it. No, that's why. You're too predictable. You have to put more effort into when you run the ball. You have to pick better times and better scenarios where you call run plays instead of just calling them as throwaway plays. That's part of the issue, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think this thing is, like I said, but it just goes back to the transition of the league. They don't even, it's hard for them to disguise it now because most teams don't even try to do smash mouth football. They just don't.
Of course, but that's the thing is I think a lot of these teams don't have faith in their offensive linemen going hat on hat against the defensive lineman, which is another issue. Right. Me. I think you should have more faith in running out a single back. You should have more faith in just running the ball at them.
But you don't understand that. You don't even have that. You don't have any misdirections. If anything, the only thing that's fancy, you might have a toss play. But that goes right back to what I'm saying, that you want to get your running back out in space. Nobody's trying to run between the tackles as much anymore.
Well, all the teams that run the ball the best have that understanding of when to call run plays. Like, the Ravens are a perfect example. Right. You don't know when it's going to be an RPO. You don't know when it's going to be just an inside zone. Or they can line up in pistol and just straight hand it off. It's just, you just have to have that awareness as the offensive coordinator, whoever's calling plays, to know when to call run plays. Take it more seriously.
I'm going to go to the next question. Pooh, it kind of piggybacks off what Raven Nation said. Well, the NFL transition back to a running league. Personally, I don't think so. The NFL seems to go back and forth with, so it has an ebb and flow of things happening. Like some years it'd be the year of the receiver, then you have a year of the running back, and then you have the year of the tight end. I just think with all these implementations of place of a defensive receiver, pass interference, don't touch the quarterback, I don't think it'll be a running league, but I think you will still have running plays, but it's not going to be a dominant. You're not going to have your Emmitt Smiths, your Barry Sanders. You're not going to have those type of running back. Like the close thing you got now is Ezekiel Elliott and what's his name, Saquon Barkley. You're not going to have those types to dominate the league like it was in a while back. So I don't think it's going to be a running league ever again. Not unless they let you knock wide receivers' heads off again, and they'll be scared to throw the ball as much. Well, what you guys think?
Go ahead.
I would agree it won't be a total transition, but like I said earlier, the pendulum is swinging back to it being not mostly running, but more running than it has been probably in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
I think just like everything else in the NFL, if one team has major success with it, it'll become a trend again.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it goes. I mean, look at Indy. They turned this league into a passing league. People don't want to believe that. It's true.
Oh, yeah.
But before that 03-04 season, the league was not running a lot of shotgun, running out of shotgun, hurry up, all that tempo. They weren't running that. Indy had success with it, and it became a trend. And the same with the Eagles. They had a successful RPO. It became a trend. If the Ravens continue to have success running the ball, or if you have another team that lines up with a fullback and runs the ball at people, other teams will dig in and find a way. What are they doing that makes them so successful? And they will follow suit. But it takes that one team, just similar to Seattle being in nickel so much. Nickel cover 3, that's all they ran during their Legion of Boom days. Now what do you see from teams? A hell of a lot of nickel. Some teams are in nickel the whole game.
I get what you're saying, and I think that's more like teams will try, but for the whole league to become a running league, I think the risk is just too high for them to get more yardage downfield with the pass. because you can't touch a receiver, you can't touch the quarterback. I think it's too tempting to get away from that to run the ball. I get what you're saying. I think teams will try to mimic what helps other teams win, but with the rules in place to protect these certain players, I don't see them like really abandoning it as much for it to be a running backs league again.
I think we could easily see the average amount of pass attempts per game go down by probably 10. If a team has sustained success running the ball.
The average 10? Yeah.
10 attempts per game, I could see it going down, the average amount. And I could see teams run the ball more and actually consider when they're running the ball.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just look at it from an offensive standpoint. It's just too tempting to get away from the pass. It's too much catered to them not to get away from it. That's just me.
Ravens said Indy still had a running back with over 300 carries. Yeah, they did, but the thing was that's because they weren't scoring fast. They were running tempo, but they weren't scoring fast. So based on it's kind of like the NBA with the amount of possessions per game that have gone up. With Indy, it's the amount of plays. You had a lot of 12 play drives that were just tempo. So that's why. That's really why.
Pooh gave me a chief complexion on PC. Do I plan on playing Halo 1 again on normal?
Wait, did you say complexion or collection?
Collection on PC. I said it so fast.
Yeah,
collection on PC.
Sound like complexion, but
yeah. I may play Halo 1 again. I mean, I recently, I beat it on Xbox again last
playing
year.
Your gamer card. He says on normal.
Yeah, I'll probably play it on normal. I mean, look, I'm not. I'll be the first one to tell you, shit. I'm not. If a game doesn't interest me, I play most of the games on normal.
Some people just want to enjoy the story.
Yeah, if a game don't interest me that much, I play it on normal. Like
Halo,
that's another thing people don't get. That's another thing that fucking annoys me. Is these people who wear it as a badge of honor to beat a story mode, and everybody has to beat the story mode in fucking hard. And this isn't just Pooh. Obviously, I'm not going to Pooh, but he brought it up, so it's just. You don't always have to play a game on the hardest level. It's about the game that you enjoy. It's about the level that you enjoy it on.
I mean, Pooh is right. He put in the chat. Halo 1 is not easy on normal.
It was not easy at all.
Halo's a difficult
not
game.
At all.
But it's just like I see these people that like, oh, you beat it on normal. It's like the same people who won't touch all Madden.
Right.
The funny thing about Halo is that. What made it difficult was the fact that it was really just you.
Right.
Yeah.
And you
like a lot of these games, they have like a AI companion who's there to aid your journey. And it's just like
that's what made
Gears game with AI help.
Right. And that's what made Gears 5 easy for the most part. Like I had that one part when I was in the glacier part, and it took me forever to beat that thing because I didn't understand what to shoot in the back. But other than that. The AI helped me half the time. So it's like I had fun playing it, but it wasn't a challenge. Like fucking Modern Warfare, that shit was a challenge.
Yo, there's certain games you play for a challenge, and there's certain games that you play just to enjoy it. And it's just like Cuphead. I know Cuphead's gonna piss me the fuck off.
Yeah,
I turn it on to challenge myself.
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot, same thing. Yes, I enjoy it, but I enjoy the challenge. There are other games I'm not about to play Call of Duty on hardened just to say I did.
Yeah, I played Call of Duty on second to the last difficulty, and it was a challenge.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting here, I'm playing State of Decay 2. I have both standard and nightmare zone going on. And man, while I've been live streaming, it's been better for me to stream the standard zone so I can interact with people. But if I'm playing on Nightmare, I don't want to talk to anybody. I have to really.
And that's another thing. I beat Halo 1, not Halo. I beat Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 on crushing, and I beat Uncharted 4 on hard because it just was not fun. I got halfway done with it on crushing on Uncharted 4. And it was just not fun. You feel
like you're almost punishing yourself just for the sake of beating it.
Right. When I played it on
that
hard,
level.
when I played it on hard, it was more of a challenge. I enjoyed it because it was a challenge, and I got with the story or whatever. When I played it on crushing, I was like, I'm not about to put myself through this. I'm trying to play a game and actually challenge myself, not just go through an ass whooping. Now I should go back and try to finish it on crushing to try to get the platinum, but it's just that I just don't feel like going through that right now. But Halo 1 is the only Halo that I've completed. I got 2, 3, and 4 right here. As I played 1, I'm like halfway done with 2 on Xbox, and I don't know. It's just something about it. I just don't find it interesting to continue to play it.
At the end of the day, for these folks that want to carry it as a badge because they beat it on the highest difficulty, I'm like, what money did you win? Did you win any?
What did you
cash?
gain from that?
It's not even. It's like what type of fun. At the end of the day, I don't care if it's like, oh yeah, I feel better about myself. I'm like, oh well. Did you win any cash? Did you win any money? Are you being scouted by a pro gaming league for you to? As far as I'm concerned, most of those people that wear it as a badge, they're still on YouTube. They're not. They're not gaming in some professional league and making money off.
I think at the end of the day, you do want to push yourself to an extent, but I don't do it just to try to brag about it. I really want to be challenged.
This something else I want to bring up. As far as difficulty, it's funny how these RPGs have mastered difficulty, but still in sports games, we still haven't mastered the balance between realism and challenging. We haven't nailed that down yet. And I mean, I won't say I don't think they'll ever do it, because I feel like PES has done it pretty well this year. But 2K and Madden,
I personally think that
they need to work on that.
I personally think they're gonna have to have a whole different type of technology to get that type of AI to work, because we've been trying to get that type of AI since the PlayStation 2 days. And if you play any game, any Madden or all Madden, even back from the PS2 days, the game will literally cheat. They just haven't gotten it to the point where difficulty is because the team is actually a good team compared
that's
to
the issue.
Because you can play games on all Madden and play with a team that's like 60 something overall, and they'll play like a 90 something overall. That makes no sense.
And that's the issue, is they don't know how to challenge you based on X's and O's and game situations.
Right.
I think in sports games they need to get rid of difficulty altogether.
That too.
And just let them play out based on their ratings. I agree.
Exactly.
It should solely be the ratings, but because they want to give the ratings guy a fucking break and a fucking mulligan, they can't. Think about this. The ratings are already fucking bad in a lot of these games. Just imagine if literally the entire existence of their gameplay rested on the shoulders of a ratings guy.
Right.
Mm.
I got another question.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. So in general, I think they need to get to the point where they remove difficulty and they say, okay, you're gonna pick this game up and you're gonna have to know what team you use, and you're gonna have to know what team you're playing. And if you don't have the players to beat this team, you're not the next coming of Bill Walsh,
you're gonna lose 9 out of 10 times.
You're gonna fucking lose. That's what the sports game should be. But
right,
all
right. Chris Thomas, one of our loyal listeners, he always come through on his day while he's working. He said, when Cam Newton becomes a free agent, what team would pick him up? Chargers, Dolphins, Broncos, Bears, or Bengals?
Bears.
I have a question.
A lot of people say he may go to the Bears.
I'm gonna be honest.
That's if he becomes a free agent.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna be honest. This Ron Rivera thing, I don't know if Cam's leaving anymore.
Right, I agree.
So that's why I can't really answer this question, because I'm not sure he's going anywhere.
But the only way that he will go, it depends on what kind of coach they do bring in. If they bring a coach in where the owner, because they have a new owner in Carolina, if the owner wants to have say in what the coach do, Cam's not going anywhere. But if they get a type of coach that they feel that, hey, this guy is the guy, he's going to set things straight, We're going to get him the GM that he wants. It could be a possibility that he's not going to be there. Now, honestly, should he go? No, because what's his name went to bed too bad. I mean, he didn't. I mean, he played pretty well, but the last 2 weeks wasn't that good. So he's going to play out the rest of the season. He still has 4 games to prove himself. But even then, I can see a situation where Cam probably end up staying, especially if if the owner gets the coach that he likes, that he feels that they can work together compared to, I got a coach that he has the acumen to do it on his own. If he has that type of coach, I can see Cam possibly going to the Bears. Hell, maybe even the Chargers.
Yeah, with Ron Rivera.
Ron's probably going to the Broncos.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
DJ already said the Bears, right?
Yeah, I already said. I've been saying the Bears.
What about the Bengals? He goes there. He's not gonna have any weapons though.
He's gonna die.
Stay there.
He's gonna die 1,000 deaths.
You know what? They get the Bengals get Cam Newton. They turn around and get what's his name out the draft?
Burrow.
No, not Joe Burrow.
Ooh.
They get that pass rush. No, not Tua.
No.
They get that pass rush of Chase Young.
Oh, okay.
They mess around and get Judy from Alabama.
Okay. All right.
With AJ Green.
We're getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
Hey, they might. I'm just thinking they sign him and do well in the draft. They might have something.
Weren't these motherfuckers trying to trade AJ Green?
Hey, if Cam's there, AJ's going nowhere. I can bank that if the Bengals get Cam, AJ's going nowhere.
I don't think he's going to Cincinnati.
I don't think he is either. But I'm just saying that would be the type of move that keeps AJ where he is.
Okay,
you get a quarterback. You get a quarterback like Cam Newton. He's not going anywhere. I mean, the dynamic between them two is just too high.
I feel you, but I just feel like that's not gonna happen.
No, I don't think it is either. I was just speculating. Ravens Nation also says, which team in the hunt do you think have potential to make the wild card? I think the Rams do.
Bills, obviously.
Yeah, Bills are a very dangerous team. The 49ers, they can end up as a wild card team, and that's a team you might not want to play.
I hate to say it, but the fucking Steelers. The Steelers and the Titans are still in it.
I told you,
the
man.
Redskins are still in it.
What?
Because of the way the NFC East.
I get it, but
I don't believe it either. But it's just.
I mean, 3-9, they'd have to win out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, when they list teams in the hunt, they list the Redskins in there.
Bills, Bills, you notice I went completely silent, right? and his team in the same boat as my team, talking about going to the playoffs.
I get what he's saying. He's saying, like, technically.
I'm not in support of them making it to the playoffs because they're 3-9. I'm just saying, technically speaking, when they list teams in the hunt, the Redskins are actually listed in there because of the NFC East.
I think the NFC wild cards are pretty much locked down. It's going to be the 49ers and the Vikings. I don't see anything with that changing, really. Yeah, either the 49ers and the Vikings or the 49ers and the Packers. Whoever wins the NFC North, the other team will make it.
But see, the thing is about the 49ers. The 49ers can flip back and forth between Seattle so easily because they have the same record.
So I'd say it's between the NFC West and the NFC North.
Yeah, because right now, the 49ers are the number 2 seed. They can flip with the Seattle Seahawks that are number 5. Yeah. They can flip back and forth like 2 or 3 times before the season's over.
So I think between the NFC East, but between the NFC West and the NFC North, you're gonna get your 2 wild cards, and I think whichever team wins the NFC West will be the number 1 seed.
Another team that looks nasty if they make the play, the Texans. If they get a wild card, that'd be another team that you.
Yeah, let's look at the AFC. The Texans gonna win a division.
Because the Titans are still there. Titans won 3 in a row.
7-5, yeah. But I mean, Texans is probably.
What's the Texans record?
8-4.
Oh, they're 8-4. Okay, yeah, they're gonna win that. They're gonna win that one. I don't think the Titans are gonna catch up.
But see, here's the thing, though, is depending on how the Steelers look for the rest of the year, they could get bumped out by whoever wins that division, and then Like I said, I think the Bills are pretty much the lock. Like they're a lock for like
the Browns had the chance to knock the Steelers out of playoff hunt. The Browns didn't do that.
Yeah,
the Steelers are going to be maybe this team to make the wild card. The Ravens Nation say maybe that one potential. The Rams are another one.
I think the Bills. I think the Bills end up having the obvious lock for the 5th.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't even think they have the potential to make the wild card. I think they're a lock. I think the Bills are a lock.
Yeah, and then I mean, other than that, the Raiders. Do we see them doing anything?
That's another one have a potential to make the wild card.
Nope. I have a hard no on the Raiders.
They have a potential to make the wild card, but they won't go no further.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like just strictly making the wild card.
Yeah, I think they do. But I don't think that. Yeah, I think they have the potential based on the question.
Well, then the Colts too. Then
Colts is another one. Yeah,
I believe the Colts more than the Raiders.
Yeah,
true.
I do. Anything else? Y'all got any other questions? Because I let DJ talk about 2K and that's pretty much it for us.
Yeah.
No other questions? DJ, what's your grab with 2K?
They still haven't fixed the settings, being able to save them. I think it was a month ago or something of that nature. They said they had that fixed, and at one point it was fixed, and then almost within that same day or the next day, it reverted back to form, and it just doesn't make any sense. And then I thought I was safe going into my league and having these settings saved within my league. Well, apparently it doesn't work in my league either. And the latest thing I just came across, you can't view games, CPU versus CPU games in my league.
Now, did they take that out? Because I thought I told you before I couldn't find it earlier in the season.
Yeah, they took it out. It was in there this year for this year's game. Yeah. I watched a couple
of I could never find it.
You must have probably paid attention to it like after, I don't know what patch it was. All of a sudden you can't view CPU versus, you can select it and then you view, and then when you hit let me see, what is it, you could bring up that day and give you the option to simulate through this day or play game. You hit play game, it gives you a choice of which games that you selected, whether it be your game or you can select the game that happens before yours or whatever. And you can view CPU versus CPU, and apparently they took that out. And I tried to view the CPU games on 2 occasions, and it just simulated straight through the day. It didn't give me the option to play the game for that day and then select which games out of the ones I selected. So yeah, they took that out, and I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, it's corny as well.
Yeah, it was like my number one. It was really my number one scouting tool.
And it's also immersion. You just want to see what's going on in the league, and you want to watch a game. And, especially if it's a good matchup, it's like, fuck, I just want to watch this good matchup.
And then I look at it like this. It's just like how I felt about Destiny. When I purchased that game for $60, and all of a sudden, through updates and whatever, they took half the game, including changing the voice actor of that robot. They cut half the game from me. So it was just like, I paid $60 and the game technically should have been $30 after you took away half the game from me. So it's like with 2K, now you're taking away certain aspects of the game that I was expecting when I paid $60. So yeah, 2K
why
need to catch these hands.
Yeah, that's corny. Like, why would you take that out?
It really just doesn't make any sense. And it's just like, all right, so I'm a scout the way I was originally scouting teams in prior my leagues and stuff like that. But watching a CPU versus CPU game, sometimes you just don't feel like playing a game yourself in the league, and you just want to watch. You kind of want to get like
and the presentation's another good element to watch. Right.
So it's just like, and I thought there was another thing that they was trying to do. You ever notice that when you're in timeouts, you notice that they've crept in a lot more variety of who's in the halftime, who's in either like the little shows that they do in the middle of the timeout. Like you see more kids. and you see more males doing the little the dunk show or whatever they do that, they ride on the tricycles. You see less women dancing. I wonder what's going on there. Because last year you didn't see any of this except if it was coming in from a halftime show. But the funny thing is now you see kids, you see the kids more active in the center court. I'm just like, I wonder, are they reacting to the whole the gambling? I think this makes it worse. When you can gamble in the game, you got virtual kids dancing in the middle of the court. Hey, it makes it worse. So 2K, y'all need to get y'all shit together. And hell, I'm like, I'm not even going to go into the gameplay, but I've struggled with shooting the whole entire season. But it seems like they keep changing the timing of it, and I notice it because all these uploads that I see on YouTube for people I follow that are in the 2K community, they keep talking about, well, today this shot was changed, and today this shot was changed. And I'm just like, whatever.
Man, that shit frustrating, man. That's why I stick with 19, man.
That's why I'm playing State of Decay too.
I'm sorry, like,
yo, are you streaming tonight?
No, I usually don't. I won't stream after we do a podcast too much.
Yeah, my thing is like you play a title right after or whatever, man. There's no patches. They don't touch nothing. There's no people whining and complaining. Nothing's out of whack after a day after you played it and played it differently. Man, I had to learn, bro. It's like, I ain't got nothing against it because whatever was fun to you is cool. But I had to stop that frustration, man, because every time I used to play a game, then I turn around and I try to play it again and a patch did this or update did that. I got tired of that shit. I just couldn't because it wasn't the same game after a while.
And shout out to Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, man, he's doing pretty good.
That's a definitely.
Trying to tell y'all, motherfuckers. Trying to tell y'all.
Yeah, we've been trying to tell him, man. The man should have been in the league the entire time.
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Been in the league the whole time.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You trying to say the mid-range game was dead.
How your Bulls doing, bro?
I'm
not even asking. I'm asking a legit question. Like,
no, man, my Bulls ain't doing good. They ain't gonna do good for a while, bro. I already know that. I ain't gonna sit in and sugarcoat nothing. My team is trash right now.
How are the Grizzlies 6-14, bro? This is disappointing me, bro.
Yeah, as I'm saying, there's a lot of teams out there with talent, man. Ain't doing good, bro.
Well, the Grizzlies look like they have injuries.
Yeah, like the Bulls aren't a bad team. They just
the Grizzlies are giving up 117 points per game.
I tell you, the Wizards are giving up more.
I tell you what, though,
if the Wizards would play defense, they would win way more games.
I was gonna say I enjoy watching the Wizards, and most of it is IT because I'm just a huge IT fan. But Hachimura is pretty cool. Looking
at the Hawks. How are they 5-16 with all that talent?
Well, John Collins is injured. John Collins not injured.
No,
he's
out.
Suspended. Dumbass.
Suspended. Yeah, he's suspended.
That's why.
You got Cam Reddish and
here's the thing. Cam Reddish comes off the bench. They have no floor spacing because John Collins ruined that by fucking getting suspended. And he got suspended early. He only played about 4 games.
Yeah, they played like 4 or 5 games. Yeah.
So that's part of the reason why. If he was
I'm just curious because I'm looking at a few of these teams that are like the last, bottom of the team.
What's Portland's record?
It's like these teams aren't bad.
8-12.
Right.
LA's just running through the league. 17-3, bro.
Yeah, them and the Bucks are doing pretty good.
Yeah, I don't trust the Bucks.
They're going to be good throughout the regular season.
They're
we know that.
I don't think we're going to get any movement on the rest of the XFL jerseys because you're talking about Seattle and LA.
Yeah,
it's totally random, but it's approaching 7:00 there, so I would think around 7 they would probably.
Yeah,
they'll probably do it later because it is West Coast. Yeah, it's just looking a little spooky right now in the NBA.
I'll tell you this though. When this is just the last thing I'll say. When I was boycotting the NFL, I thoroughly enjoyed NBA League Pass, and NBA League Pass is just great, man. It's amazing. Because what I do, I always listen to the home broadcast. Well, not always. Most of the time, I listen to the home broadcast. If it's a team I like, I listen to their away broadcast. But the home broadcast is always funny to hear, like, which ones are really crazy biased and which ones are actually just pretty, straightforward. I mean, there are some of those home broadcasts. It's just like, give me a fucking break. But, the Knicks broadcast got Walt Frazier and Mike Breen, and Mike Breen does national telecast, so he doesn't really have, I guess, a vested interest in the Knicks. But, I've been watching a lot of Knicks games, and I have my league teams, but I need to check out the Timberwolves because they look like they've been making a little noise. So, yeah, that's it.
Bills, I just seen something. I just seen you share something on Facebook. Sleeping in a cold room helps you go to sleep quicker and remove stress. You are absolutely fucking right.
I hate sleeping in stuffy rooms. I sleep with fans the entire year, bro. It doesn't matter how cold it is. I'll just put my fan on low. I'll climb up under the covers, fucking put myself into a goddamn cocoon, and go to sleep. I have to be cold to sleep, not freezing cold, but I just have to be in a cold environment. It's just how I am.
Oh yeah, Chris Thomas just put in the chat how y'all feel about Alabama's loss.
It's funny. It's fucking funny.
Yo, the last play was just hilarious.
It's funny because like I told Houston, I told him, I'm like, bro, the only reason I want Alabama to lose is because I know if they win this game, they're gonna find some bullshit way. Because we said this a couple weeks ago. LSU and Georgia have to play each other. And I said, if LSU wins, obviously they're in. If they lose, I still think they make it, but I think Georgia gets bumped out. Or I should say, if Georgia wins, LSU wouldn't get bumped out. They'd stay in. But if LSU won, Georgia get bumped the fuck out, and they put Alabama in. And I think that's wrong. So that's why I wanted them to lose. So now they officially are eliminated. They're number 12 now, which is the lowest they've been in fucking years.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy about it. It's not about Alabama. It's just I hate the bias, man. It's just bias.
It's just
it just comes a time we just want to see something different.
That too, but but if they earn their way there,
if they earn it,
I have no issue.
Yeah, if they earn it, they earn it. But after a while, I'd be like, all right, I do want to see something different,
Yes,
I mean, how do I feel about it? I don't. I hope LSU beat the shit out of Georgia too.
Well, let me ask you a question. See, that's what I was gonna bring up since we talked about that.
Yeah, I hope LSU beat the shit out of Georgia.
Here's a question. Mm-hmm. What if Virginia takes out Clemson in the ACC title game?
I don't see it happening, but that would create some muddy waters because then the question becomes, I was going to ask, okay, so whoever wins out of LSU and Georgia, like, what do you think happens there? Like, who slides in? Do you think they keep them both? Or do you think, like, especially if like you said, Clemson loses, I don't think you can put Virginia in there, but that means that Baylor might slide up.
I need Utah to win and put Utah in. I need my wife's cousin, to go to the playoffs.
That'd be dope.
That's all I need. I need Josh Nurse to go play in the playoffs. So that's the team I'm rooting for personally.
Because you got LSU.
I want to see the family go and represent.
You want to see the playoffs every year.
You know what's sad?
1AA.
You know what's sad? I think Oklahoma will end up bumping Utah out of there. Unfortunately,
I'm still rooting for Utah. And nevertheless, these damn Georgia Bulldogs need to find somewhere else to go. I'm sick.
You hate them motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. You want to talk shit about my school? Don't expect for me to root for you. I'm good. I hope y'all lose 75 to 2.
How the fuck Alabama get to number 9? Oh, that was December 1st. I was about to spaz. Hold on.
Yeah, I hope they lose like 75 to 2.
75 to 2. Yep. So no chance for Baylor?
No.
What if Clemson loses?
Clemson loses. I think Utah slides.
What? Okay, but Georgia's 4 right now. So that's 2 spots. That's Clemson and Georgia. If Georgia loses. So I'm saying Clemson. So Utah and who? Oklahoma?
Oh, yeah. I can see that.
You almost have to because they have one loss. So if Georgia loses, it's like you can't keep them in. If LSU loses, you can't keep them in.
Yeah,
If Georgia loses, you can't.
No, Baylor's not doing. No, Baylor's number 8. If
7, they're 7.
Yeah, they're number 7. So if Clemson and Georgia lose, they're Utah and Oklahoma just gonna move up, especially if they win their games.
You think so? I think it depends on how decisively they win.
Yeah, if they win, if they win, they're going in. Oklahoma and Utah has a better resume than Baylor. They're going in. Yeah, that's easy. Didn't they have to jump Florida too? Yeah, I don't see Baylor jumping that high.
Well, Florida's 9.
Well, that's the AP top 25. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on, that's my fault.
I got the one from today, so
yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing.
So that's what I'm saying. Utah's 5, Oklahoma's 6. So Clemson loses, Georgia loses. What the fuck? Hold on a second.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah, 5 is Utah, Oklahoma 6, Baylor. Only Oklahoma and Baylor got to play each other in the Big 12 championship. If Oklahoma and Baylor play in the Big 12 championship, you got your answer right there. Who's going in? And I don't think Baylor's going to beat Oklahoma. Baylor's good, but they're not that good. Jalen Hurts will run circles around them.
Because out here fucking up my order. All right, I'm back. Yeah, so Baylor, I think it because Baylor's playing Oklahoma, right?
Oh, we got Seattle Dragons.
Yeah, I know. I'm pulling them up. Wait a minute. The Vipers got their alternate uniforms out here too.
Baylor's playing Oklahoma, right?
Baylor's going to play Oklahoma in the Big 12 championship, I think. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So let's say Clemson and Georgia lose.
Yeah, Oklahoma's going to kill Baylor.
Damn.
Baylor's not going to beat Jalen Hurts. That's not happening.
You think? Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to beat you. Jalen Hurts on his own to probably go for like 300 and probably run for another 100 against them. Baylor's good, but they're not that good.
I could see Baylor beating them, bro.
Not with Jalen
And if
Hurts
they do, that's gonna muddy the fuck out of those waters.
If they do, but I watch Baylor. Baylor's not going. They can't do that good against that type of quarterback. I don't see it.
Fucking Notre Dame, complete disappointment.
All right, so I think the Dragons uniforms are okay.
Yeah, I'm about to see if I can refresh this because I'm gonna show the other Viper uniforms too.
Penn State's 10. Did they have a bad loss?
Yeah, they lost to Minnesota.
Oh.
The team that Georgia Southern should have beat, but that's another story for another day.
Oh yeah, they lost last week. We talked about what would happen because Penn State was like high.
Yeah, Georgia Southern should have whooped their ass. We had that game done with 15 seconds left. Ended up losing by 3.
A Spurs fan yelled out so hard, and no one wants to see a free throw shooting contest.
I'm not gonna get into that.
Well, it's true.
Yeah.
You stop playing like a bitch.
All right, so all they got is
all right. These are the alternate uniforms for the Vipers.
Fake ass ducks.
They actually look better though. They look better than that green shit.
And then right now, you probably had to go on Twitter to show the
other ones.
Dragons.
Okay.
Fake ass ducks.
Let me go on Twitter to see that if it's here.
James Harden replied, "Nobody wants to see fouls either." Oh, I mean, we aren't seeing fouls. We're seeing bullshit calls.
I sent the tweet in the Twitter DMs.
All right, I got it. Oh, these are nice. These are absolutely nice.
What in the Miami Hurricane shit is this?
I don't know, but them shits are dope. I
don't know how I feel about that blue on that. The blue seems out of place to me.
Yo, that shit looks. Those are the best ones I've seen so far.
I'm be honest. I just think the blue is out of place. I just don't see how it fits in. This is a weird color combination to me.
I like those.
I like the away ones, but the home ones, I'm sorry. I just think that blue is.
No, you know, the home ones look like that. the NFL Europe team. I can't remember the name. The Berlin Rain or something like that.
Now, Bills, do you think if they would have swapped the green for the blue and put the blue on the shoulder?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the thing is,
it's a dragon.
Is mostly green.
Mostly green, yeah.
But I think if they all coordinating their uniforms, I mean, not just within the team, but also within the league, they don't want to also look like the Vipers.
Well, and on top of that, I'm looking at their away uniforms. They have no blue on them. So why are you putting so much blue on your home uniforms? There's not a hint of blue anywhere on the away uniforms.
That is true. So
it just doesn't make sense to me. That's why I said it's just kind of out of place.
Yeah, they got blue on the outside trim, but that's very small. Yeah. And they got blue on where it says Dragons.
Yeah,
that's very small.
So it's just kind of out of place.
They're like something that just could be tweaked. They could tweak those colors, but I do like the uniform in general.
I like the blue itself, like the actual color.
They need to change.
I just think
that's the blue that I think should have gone on the DC Defenders uniform, but then you have the DC Defenders. If they would have had the hint of blue, would have done the same thing as the Roughnecks.
True.
Yeah. They don't look bad though. They don't look bad.
Folks, this is the only podcast you're gonna be getting XFL news.
Ravens Nation said make the pants white. Too much blue. I can get.
Yeah, but then the blue still doesn't make sense because they don't have any on their away uniform.
No, I think
other than the trim of the numbers.
I'm trying to figure out what's everybody's obsession with making pants white.
Because it's just traditional, I guess.
No, I mean,
basic.
I think
it's basic, but
it's more of it's more of a coordination.
It's just tradition. It's just like how every away team used to wear fucking gray pants and shit.
Yeah, it was not too bad. Anything else y'all got before we go?
Well, it doesn't look like there's anything else.
No.
It looks like the Wildcats are being lame.
They're holding out, trying to fucking.
They're like, and introducing the Wildcats uniforms tomorrow morning. It's like,
whoa! Plymouth, Mass had an earthquake. Wow,
it's possible. We've had earthquakes down here in Columbia.
We had one
that runs underneath the town, so not a lot of people know about that. Our biggest earthquake was back in 2013, I believe.
Yeah, we had one in we had one in Charleston.
On the Richter scale.
Yeah, we had one in Charleston, South Carolina, when I lived in Charleston back in 2008. It was like I think it was like 4.9 or 5.1 on Richter scale. We had one.
Man, Derrick Rose.
I guess that's it. This is episode 101. All the links down in the description. You can find us. You know what to do. Catch us on iTunes, SoundCloud. Catch me on Twitch. Catch DJ on Twitch.
Why would I watch the Knicks? Don't disrespect. Look, man, they got some young talent there that's not getting treated very fairly, just because they have James Dolan as an owner. But don't hate on the Knicks, bro. All right, don't hate on the Knicks. I'm not a Knicks fan or anything, but just don't do that.
I'm an old Bulls fan that hates the Knicks, so
I feel you.
You can catch DJ's blog as well. Both websites are in the description. Like I said, my Twitch link is in the description. DJ, you can find him at D8J1. I will change that in the description as well. So if you're watching this after we're live, you can go check out his Twitch channel. Give him a follow over there. Follow me as well.
Yeah, I haven't posted anything recently on Twitch, so I'll probably start doing that eventually.
Yeah, iTunes, SoundCloud, you can listen to us on there as well. Bill, you got anything before we go?
Nope. Thanks for coming.
All the time. What about you, DJ?
I'm gonna leave those two.
Yeah,
that was an alley-oop. I should have.
I'll let the alley-oop go. But yeah.
I didn't think about it until you said something else. Yeah.
Yeah, especially VF at the end all the time.
All the time. God is good all the time. Oh man.
All right. That's it, man. We'll be back Thursday. Same old, same old. I don't have anything. We're good. Thanks for everybody coming through. You know what it is. Thanks for being patient with us with our time off. It was much needed. I had a chance to hang out with the family. And like I said, Thursday we'll be back with more topics. And next time we'll see you then. Peace.
Peace out.
Fuck James Dolan.
Damn. Fuck the Knicks and the Cowboys.